Hello, everyone. I apologise for the slight delay to the start, as the IndyCars just wanted to have a lot of crashes. So we've got something very different for you today. I was trying not to clash with various motorsports that were going on today. It's been a good day for motorsports. Even Monaco was more interesting than expected, which is always good. But yeah, in my attempts to try and not clash with all the motorsports, things have been a little bit delayed. But there we go. We'll try and keep spoilers away from the chat, as ever, for those that might not have got a chance to watch the various races. Yeah. Mad stuff. Mad stuff. IndyCar definitely does not disappoint. I highly recommend anybody who is enjoying motorsport and hasn't started watching it, do definitely give it a watch. Great fun. Anyway, today's stream is something very different. Now, this is Gran Turismo 4. However, it is not like you know it. Essentially, the prize cars for every single event in this game are completely random. We're not just saying randomized as in what vehicles are prize cars are randomized into different stuff. No. Just completely random. So we might get crazy stuff early on. We might get complete garbage early on. Not really sure how it's all going to plan out. I'm going to be playing this with one rule. I'm not allowed to buy a car outside of the initial purchase. So the very first car that I buy is the only vehicle I'm allowed to spend credits on. Everything else, I have got to use the stuff that I win, but I don't know what I'm going to be winning at all. So, yeah, I'm going to have to think about what I buy first, right? I want something that can fit in as many categories as possible, because I might get complete garbage from... okay, so over here, this will be... I guess these will be like the early events that I can do. Now, whatever car I buy will not fit all of these, naturally. So, yeah, four-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, front engine, rear-wheel drive. It'll be, whatever we buy will be able to be used for a couple of things. So it's possible I could win a Prix as the first one. It is very possible. Let's go and have a look at what we might... So I have 10,000 credits to go and spend on stuff. This lot here's all a little... I'd like that. I'd like that a lot as well, but it's 97 credits too much, god damn it. Did I not change... I might be able... Did I change it to 16 to 9 in the settings? I changed a setting to 16 to 9, so I'm hoping it's okay. So this is an emulated version of Gran Turismo, which is why the graphics are a bit better, a bit clearer. I think I changed... did I not change it? I might not change it in the game settings. I didn't change it in the game settings. I changed it in other settings. This will hopefully work as well as possible. In theory, in terms of visuals. There might be a little bit of tweaking around needed to be done. Evo, always a good shout for a first car. Alright, let's go have a look. So we've got used car showroom 2. Let's just have a flick through here. 3000 GT I'd love, can't afford it. Prelude, I like the Prelude. Preludes are possible. We got Skylines and Celicas. EK9, always a good car. Is in budget just. The good old random weird Daihatsus, although they're not going to do me very well. MR2's too expensive. MX-5 can't go wrong with. Another EK. Nissan Cube. It's tempting to go for a Cube, but it will be terrible. Evo 5 is good. Oh, good old Daihatsu Storia. They're okay as a Demio. Don't really want that. A Nissan March. Don't want that. Toyota Vitz is very cheap, but I don't want it. I do want a Legacy. I'm not going to get a 200 horsepower plus car, I don't think. There is a Prius. Thank God I can't afford it. Can't afford the Prius, thank God. Chat isn't going to shout at me. I keep forgetting. Triangle or would-be triangle. I'm using an Xbox One controller, actually, for all of this. I've slightly remapped it. I don't quite know if it's going to work. if everything's going to quite behave itself, but we will see. Oh, we could have the good old Isuzu pizza. I'm not going to get the pizza, but it's there. The Spree Civic. So far, I mean, RX-7, that's a good shout. That is a lot of... That's a great shout for power, relatively little weight, for 6,000 credits. There's a Honda today, as opposed to a Honda yesterday, or a Honda tomorrow. MR2s I'm tempted by. There's a couple in here. They're the old... Yeah, the old 86, the Mark 1 MR2s. A Accord, a good old Canopy, some Silvias. I mean, the Galant is definitely cooling. Skyline's a solid choice, actually, as well. 200 horsepower. 300 is too expensive. At the moment, what even is the Minica? Is that a... Oh, it's a K car. I mean, it's not the worst K car in the world. At the moment, it's a Galant or a Skyline. There's kind of 3 used cars. You've got Historic Showroom, you've got Used Car Showroom 2, and you've got Used Car Showroom 1. So we should have a flick through here. We could get a Fiat Panda. I'm not going to get a Fiat Panda, but I could get a Fiat Panda. We've got in the G20. RX-7 again, very, very strong shout. Oh, we could get a Cappuccino. Ollie would be very excited about the possibility of a Cappuccino. Or we could get a Celica. Can't go wrong with a Celica, really. The Silvias are affordable. Evo's a bit too expensive. The Sarah's affordable. And we've got Mazdas galore. An FTO, a couple of FTOs. Ooh, that's quite good. That's almost 250 horsepower right there. Eclipse is not a terrible shout either. Can't afford that. A bunch of MX. Ooh. I mean, that is... That's a very tempting shout. I feel like I am more of a Mitsubishi person, having had the Legnum. The Galant is calling me, but that's probably a better choice of car. That is probably the one to go for. Does the sensible head work? And the sensible head buys a Subaru, or does the FailRace brain work and go for the Mitsubishi? Or does none of them win and I buy a MR2? That is also... I've got to go for the Galant. I've got to go for the Galant because, you know, of history. I think it was this one here, wasn't it? Where is it gone? It's not as powerful. It's not as powerful, but it is a Galant, and they're really good. I wish you could get one of these for 10 grand now. God, you could not get a Galant VR4 like this for 10 grand. No, not in the slightest. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. Yes, I do want to get... Funnily enough, I do want to drive the Galant. It is the only car that I have. As we get loaded and everything. Noodlebrain, thank you for the donation. So I may have lost a 95.9% complete save of Gran Turismo 4 recently. Oh, God, ouch. As you could expect, I was delighted when that happened. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, indeed. Also, Noodle Brain for another nice thing. Also, I find it really cool that cheats for this game were only discovered earlier this year. I did remember seeing that, yeah. There was... How much is the oil change on this? Can I actually afford it, is the question. 50 credits. I can afford it. Go! Go change the oil. We need Jeff's magic oil. Well done for those that remember what I'm talking about. Drake, thank you for the donation. So a limerick to begin. Enjoy. Time to race fast against opponents to be confronted as Alex keeps going on money chat has funded. We want to go to a race in Monaco. Oh no, stream delayed by another crash in Indy 500. Yeah. There was quite a few of those. Agalant is ready to go. PS for a circuit to do Tsukuba. Does this game have Tsukuba? It must have Tsukuba in it, I think. I'm sure we're going to end up there. I mean, first things first, we've actually got to go try and get some cars. So we're going to start off with the boring beginner races. We should be fast enough to win the boring beginner races. And if not, we can cheat and crash into stuff. Mainly the AI. That's the goal. So, yeah, there we go. Connor, thank you very much for the donation. So, I spent the day at Brands Hatch watching classic F1 cars, a couple of old touring car series. That sounds like a good day. So, I'd say to say, it was a good day. There we go. I used the right words without meaning to. Especially the fact I got in for free, and I was there with work. That is not too bad a way to go. Downside, I got very sunburned. Yes, the British, when we go outside, we get sunburned immediately when we're not used to it. At least I do. Oh, right, we've got a Peugeot 106 to beat. I feel like we can do that. Also, chat, please do tell me what game volumes are doing, because I have absolutely no idea. I'm hoping it's going to be okay. It might be unbelievably loud. It might be too quiet. I think this might still be a bit too loud, but I don't know. Funnily enough, didn't have time to test as everything got delayed. Where's my change camera button? There it is. Oh, I haven't done my gearbox or anything like that. So, there we go. I should have absolutely gone for a pass there. We cannot get stuck behind Yaris. It's going to be full send past the Yaris. Oh, I'm going to turn a little bit of traction control. A little bit aggressive. That'll be fine. We are up into third. So we are expected to have an easy time here. Okay, this should be... shouldn't have an easy time. These should be fairly straightforward races. Sounds good. Okay. Let me know if, for whatever reason, they are not. We will do a little bit of a bump pass on that. But that's fine. What I'm trying to re-familiarise myself with all the buttons. It looks like mostly okay. Mostly remember what I'm doing. Yeah, traction control is very aggressive. We will have to have maybe a tinker around with that somewhere. And I should probably put the gears into a manual when I remember how to do all of that. Yeah, there will probably be some corner cutting. There's likely to be some corner cutting as I say screw it. And, you know, we're racing against the AIs. The races, so these first races are very short, of course. I've never been a big fan. I didn't like it about Gran Turismo 7. I'm not a fan of the way it starts you with these rolling starts and starts you essentially way too far back. We can't adjust the traction control and stuff like that in this first race because for some reason it breaks stuff. It's an emulated game. You know, there's going to be some issues along the way. Just kind of have to live with it a little bit. So yeah, that will inevitably get adjusted as we go along. Chat, be careful, Alex, or the CEO of Clean Racing. Brazen is not the CEO of Clean Racing. Brazen is definitely not the CEO of that. B-Spec Bob, thank you very much for the donation, saying, can I have a go? Oh, Bob, I am sure you will get a go at some point. Chat would inevitably demand that Bob makes an appearance and has Anne go somewhere along the line. Yeah. Now, oh wow, it's a Citroen C3. That's terrible. I kind of like the Eagle Talon. I mean, it's just essentially an Eclipse. I kind of like the Fiat Barchetta. I don't know what the Fiat Barchetta Giovanni... I don't know, is that a special edition Barchetta? maybe. Oh, Bob, you've got control of my car before me, and it's immediately had an off. Fantastic. Now this track, there's a. In fact, my AI is almost overtaking the Mini before the start-finish line. That's good going. Whee! Hello, Gallant. Now, this track, if I want to cheat, I can cheat a lot by basically taking liberties on the track like that. The game doesn't care. The game doesn't really care. You know, this is an older game, a much older game, and I forgot about how much you could cheese. The good old. Can you imagine trying to do that in Gran Turismo 7? It would probably just reset you at that point, and I mean, it would be well within its rights to do so. It is the most cheaty of cheaty. I mean, even this one here's been a bit cheaty, and it'll be cheaty on the exit. No, I stayed on the track on the exit that time around. Bit of a cut was done. Yeah. To be fair, the FIA could give me a 10-second penalty. I don't think it's going to matter necessarily in this race. I feel like we're quick enough. But, you know... Oh, I was reading chat. And we've had a wander. That's fine. We'll straight line that chicane. All is fine here. Is the C3 Pluriel the most cursed vehicle on Earth? I don't know if it is. I don't like it. But... can't think. There's got to be more. I mean, the PT Cruiser convertible exists. I feel like that's more cursed than the C3. Well, okay, still too fast through there. I'm so not used to taking this track properly. All I do is jump in the corner because it's like I just want to get. I want to get through this because I want to see what the first car we win is, and then we're going to kind of take it from there. And then, yeah, we will see after that. We'll see at what stage we're at, what cars we have, what the game's going to give us. To be fair, I didn't even notice there was the text on the bumper. The get ready to race text. That might appear from time to time on there. We'll put Bob in for the high-speed ring. We'll see if Bob can do well there. We will give him a test. We will give him a test. Noodle Brain, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, fun fact, I passed my driving test in a C3, which had very, very light steering. I don't even think I've ever been in a C3. I passed my driving test in a Fiesta or Focus. Oh, and I don't remember which one it was. Fiesta, I believe. Right, go on then, Bob. Let's see what you can do. You have a couple of 206s to beat, a McGann, a Fit, and the Eagle Talon. Let's see what Bob can do. I feel like push. Oh, wrong button. Where's the overtake button? Okay, I found the overtake button. Push and overtake. Go on, Bob. You can do it. Overtake those pesky Peugeots when you've beaten the Renault immediately. Bob? I don't know what's happening. There we go. The camera did not keep up with Bob's antics. You know what, Bob? You've got enough straight line speed. You are going to get past some of them. Oh, look at Bob. Bob is running the high line at turn 1. And Bob is to the lead. Right, drive fast, Bob, but don't crash. That's going to be the instructions for you. I mean, Bob is definitely pushing it. Bob is going for it here with the Galant. I mean, look at how glorious. Look at how glorious the Galant is. I do like the Galant. I mean, I love this. As chat, if you've watched enough of my videos, you know I love this era of cars. Essentially, I do like these vehicles, certainly, and especially the slightly more obscure ones like the Galant, like the Legacies. Look at Bob go. There is a fair bit of body roll. You're not wrong. But we are well ahead. The Eagle does... I think, suffer from the it looks faster than it actually is because it's getting hounded by, well, everything at this point. We've got the Peugeots. Bob's just off. I say off on a Sunday drive. Bob is definitely pushing it with the Galant, but I have told him to go fast. Is the Eagle going to get overtaken by the Peugeots? That is the question. I feel like it shouldn't, but you never know. You never know with this game. I actually don't know how much horsepower the S16 206 got. That was a special edition. I mean, that's not going to have much. It looks like the Eagle Talon is going to be safe for the moment. The Galant will continue to run away at the front. Will Bob visit the gravel traps? There's not that there's many. Not that there's many. Man, you just tap the wall, Bob. I looked at chat for a second, and I think Bob may have brushed the wall. Got away with it. Got away with it just a smidge. Just wait for the stream delay to catch up. Oh, the Eagle's under fire! Go on, Peugeot. Oh, that was the touring car pass if ever I saw one, but it worked. The Peugeot sent it. Nicely done, Peugeot driver. The 206 is up to second, and the Eagle's about to get embarrassed by a convertible. Oh, no, you've not quite been brave enough there, have you? Oh, and the Eagle's gone around there. This is a great battle for second. The Eagle's gone and fought back past again. I think there's been a crash. There might have been a bit more of a bump. The S16 has around 140 horsepower. So, yeah, not terrible. In fact, the S16 is about to get overtaken by the convertible. All of the battling is going on here. Bob, you're having fun, aren't you? He's having a fine old day. Just driving around. Oh, the CC's having a look. It's not got there. But... oh, it might lose out to the McGann. McGann's come from nowhere. Can the McGann steal a podium? No, that was a block and a move. That was a block pass right there. Or not a block pass. That was just a block from the 206. Oh, Bob had a great day. Bob had a wonderfully chill time out at the front. And there we go. There we go. McGann almost snuck a podium. Ah, fantastic. Well, you were indeed right. You were indeed right, Longbow and chat saying Bob would be good for the high-speed ring. Bob was more than capable. Ah, Kiak is here in the chat. Welcome. It has been an awful long time since I have seen that name around the place. Welcome back to the stream. I'm glad you've been enjoying the new content. We've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun filming the various bits and pieces that have been coming up. Glad those have been enjoyed by people. James Anderson, thank you very much for the donation. So is this your first time doing emulation stuff? It'd be fun to see more classic games someday, if that's a possibility now. Maybe stuff that never got a power release, like Tokyo Extreme Racer 3, or perhaps some old NASCAR games. It is definitely the first time I've really done much in terms of emulation stuff. Do not count that kind of thing out. We may well see them along the way. Yeah, I'm not the best when it comes to technology. Visca helped out getting all of this stuff working. Yeah, I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to the emulation, but we may well see some more emulation stuff in the future. That is right. And it's easier in some ways to stream from this. Probably a little bit more reliable than an old dusty PS2 that I have hanging around. And I mean, yeah, the game looks actually very, very good with all of this running. It is impressive how good Gran Turismo 4 looks. I mean, it looks, even when you go back and play it on a PS2, it actually does hold up really, really well. All things considered. I don't know when this game came out. I want to say 2006. I could be wrong. However, it might be earlier than that. I am sure chat will tell me. I'm sure I am wrong. But yeah, we are going. Oh, we are going to catch the MG. I never liked this track. 2004. Okay. Right, come on. Here we go. slipstream the MG. We will... I mean, we have touring car passed our way through a fair bit already. So what's... I don't think we need to touring car pass. No, this will be a clean pass into turn 1. Well, it was clean from my side. The AI drove into me, right? We all saw that. I was sensibly to the inside. There was loads of space on the outside for the MG. I feel like... I feel like that was sensible. There was a sensibility you're going to get from me racing against the AI. And this is where, hopefully, the exciting... Oh, God. All manners of twitchy went on through there. That's not good. Go away. Don't need to see you about here. Don't know how fast I can go through here. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll go for a little bit of a bump. We're going to have to send it through here. No, don't you bloody dare. I'm not losing to an MG, I'll tell you that much. Yep. There was about a Galant-sized gap, and we made sure that it stayed that way on the inside. Art, thank you very much for the super chat as well. Sorry, I'll read that in a second. Can't quite scroll up at the moment. There we go. That is more like it. We will get there in the end. Art, thank you for your super chat saying, just because you did the stream anyway, despite having to start late. Yeah, good old IndyCars doing IndyCar things. And it was a bit of a mess at the end, but there we go. Right. One more race. We'll just get through these. Just so we'll see what we're working with. Is there one more after this? Yes, I think there is. The MG probably will need a new head gasket before the end. I've seen the new MG... Whatever the new MG Roadster thing is called. I can't remember what it is called. Oh, it's Twin Ring. It's a bit boring track. It looks quite nice. It's far too heavy and far too expensive, which is a shame. But, yeah, it does not look too bad. Oh, the mouse cursor still on the screen. I can get rid of that one. That one I can fix. I can fix that problem. Oh, now... I didn't even pay attention to what we're racing. Oh, the Peugeots are back. Oh, and there's a Punto. And there's a Daihatsu. And there's a Vitz. And we've found the hatchback squad. And I've turned up with a Galant with a lot more power. I mean, if you... I don't know if Ewan's hanging around in chat. But if Ewan is, there will be much excitement about a Lupo turning up. I mean, we'll be past it briefly, you know, very quickly and all that. There's probably a track limit violation going on there. Right, goodbye Vitz. And goodbye. The Daihatsu doesn't have much power. It does better than you expect. I know, I'm going to talk crap about Peugeots, and that's definitely what I'm going to win from the first randomizer. We can go around the outside of Fiat. We can indeed. Look at the glorious, that is the good old Forza Motorsport 5 sunset going on right there. Oh, right. We must beat the Peugeot. I mean, it pains me to say this. However, of the field, that Peugeot is actually quite rapid. I know it's only against a punt. It's not really against much in terms of rivalry here, is it? However, it has completely left the rest of the pack. They were not that quick, were they? I feel like the 206cc was terrible in almost every single possible way. So, quite how that's ended up being half decent in the game, I have no idea. Dogs is predicting I win a pink Yaris. Oh, I really don't want to win a pink Yaris. Like, I could win a full-on race car. I could win the Formula 1 car. It is possible. Any car in the game. I could win a Galant. That would be really messed up. But, yeah, I could win any car in the game. And this is completely random. It essentially uses the name of the save as the seed to randomly generate your prize list. So this is just called FailRace, the seed I've used for this. So if you play this yourself and use that seed, you will get the same cars as I am getting on this playthrough. By saying it's time for an Opel Tigra. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't jinx it. What are we going to get? We could get the Nike 1, which would be a real pain because I can't use it. Could get the Escudo. That would make life very easy for a lot of it. That, you know, would be very easy for a lot. Could be the Benz motor wagon. Could be a Demio. It's going to be one of a million MX-5s, I have no doubt. But there we go. Good thing we don't have a randomizer for Gran Turismo 6, because literally all you would win are Skylines or MX-5s. Stream has slightly died on my end. Well, on my YouTube. Is the stream broken? OBS says it's fine. I'm not going to press OK just in case. I'm going to reload stuff and make sure that stream is okay. It would be very disappointing if we get to this, the whole point of this, and it's not working. What is going on? Okay. Everyone can still see the stream. That's good. Because OBS is showing me no glitches, yet on YouTube all I have is a blank screen. Oh, no, there we go. It's working again. Okay. I don't know. My YouTube was doing something very weird. Right. Here we go. What are we going to win? What are we going to win? Please be good. Please be good. Please be exciting. Please be fun. What have we got? Oh, it's the moment of truth. It listens. It absolutely listens. Of all the possible stupid things. How did you know, game? How? How did you do that? How on earth? Oh, and I had to bloody say something. Oh, you couldn't do it if you tried. That's astonishing. Oh, well, I guess that will... I don't even know that'll be fast enough for the FF races. Okay, I guess we can get... I don't know if we're going to be fast enough for the four-wheel drive challenge. I mean, we can cheat at some of these. I fear that the Galant might not be as fast. Ooh, what is this lot? Yeah. I don't think I'm winning this one. 157 points is quite a lot to have to try and beat. Now, can I be sneaky? I'm gonna guess probably not. I mean, we can corner cut with the best of them. We can try. My game has become infinitely more difficult now. God damn it. I mean, okay, my hope is I will be a better driver than the AI. But even so, that Evo is going to be mighty quick. I do love the stage gear as well. Brilliant car. Is faster than me in a straight line. We will be brave through here. I don't think I'm beating that Evo. Oh, I'm going to have to drive a PT Cruiser, aren't I? I feel like there's not going to be a way around this, is there? I'm allowed to modify, but I don't have much money, and I don't want to sell the only car I've won to modify a car that might still be too slow and then have to redo things again. Now, there might be some other ways around. I just don't think I'm going to... Even if we are maximum brave, can't cheat too much around this circuit here either. Or not enough to make up for my lack of straight line speed here. Well, we're going to go for the piss off the AI technique, because they will freak out and they will brake, or they will give us a bump, and that helps. Yeah, we're not winning this one. Okay, I'm not going to waste time. If I can see we're definitely not winning. We're not going to win any... Oh, we're definitely not going to be winning any money from that. So I would rather go and spend my time going for an achievement. Are we going to have to drive? We're going to have to drive a bloody PT Cruiser, aren't we? Now, we will do... we're going to actually fart about with... is it under here? Where are controls? Bear with for a second. No, well, okay, I've got that. Oh, I have to do cars individually, I think, don't I? Oh. Okay. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to buy any car. So even if I sell the cars that I have, I'm not allowed to buy anything. Is this even going to be good enough to do the front engine stuff? I don't even think it is. Where on earth do I do car settings? I have to do it in the race, aren't I? Right. Okay. I think we're going to really struggle here. I think we're going to really, really struggle with this. We've got 3,000. We could maybe upgrade ever so slightly. Yeah, we're not winning this, are we? Oh, that's the one we wanted. Alright, so I'm going to run them on one, just because I'm on a controller and I'm using a button for a throttle. So, probably good. We could do licenses if we get really desperate. I really don't want to have to do licenses, because that will take all stream for one. Yeah, we're not winning here, are we? Oh, no. Unless it turns out it's weirdly good. I somehow can't imagine this is going to turn out to be weirdly good when the Toyota Starlet is outrunning us in a straight line. Is there a chance that bravery and send it is going to be... Well, what is downshift? Oh, I've done my controller very weird. For some reason my downshift is left trigger and my upshift is right button. I feel like that is not great. That's many confusions. Well, my excellent start was undone by my confusing controller layout, and I could not get underneath the glanzer through there. Right. Come on, PT Terrible. That is going to be your new name. So you might be able to get second here. However, I don't know how I'm going to beat the Dodge. Yeah, I think when I set up my controller, using the controller setup-y thing, I think I've set it up slightly wrong. So I have a weird gearing system for this. The AI don't like this track too much, which maybe will give me some hope. I vaguely remember they're not the biggest fans of this, but how on earth am I ever going to beat the Neon? Thank you. I didn't even do any weaving that time. That was just... What are you doing? Why is the Glanzer pushing us? Oh no. We're going to go very wide through there. This is an absolutely shockingly bad start. What do we do? I feel like the Galant is a better hope than this. I feel like the Galant is the better way to go in terms of upgrading, right? This is going to be a million miles away from being any sort of useful here. I don't think I don't think this could have been a worse start, if I'm honest. Like, it really could not have been a worse start to a randomizer than this. So we're just going to have to try and make it work. Yeah, Galant, Longbow said, take out weight, boost power of the ECU, and stage 1 weight for 2000. I think that is definitely the way to go. And then we have to hope that with the various bits turned off, we will be quick enough to make it. Yeah, this is. I think the Galant is going to be the way to go. I think the Galant's going to be the way to go. Oh, we got pushed across the line by the Alpha. Okay. That is a thing. Right, yeah, we know. There was a very brief moment of... I guess, yeah, we could have had something worse, but it would have been difficult. Connor, thank you for the donation. I say there's a lot of very nice classic cars there, from Lancia to Aston Martin to old Mustangs. Some dodgy painted TVRs and beautiful Cobras. A lot of Cortinas, of course. There normally is at the English stuff. Also a classic Golf GTI next to a brand new McLaren was something I would see. It is the fun of... I say of car shows or that kind of stuff. Yeah, you never know what is going to turn up. More Cowbell, thank you for the donation. Saying, I believe a new rule is needed. You must drive what you win in at least one Sunday Cup challenge. I'm just annoyed that the Renault Aventine isn't in the game. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna try and use everything that we win. We'll try and use it once. We're certainly going to have to early on use everything that we win. All right, Galant. Can I do enough? Unless there's any. Unless, because it won't get into any. I guess it could get into a Japanese event, but I think I have to be. I need better license, and I don't think it would work in any of them anyway. We will. Okay, we can get. Don't know whether. Okay, weight reduction stage 1. I'm going to take out a bit. Oil has already been changed in this car. Weight reduction stage 1. Then we're going for an ECU thing, weren't we? Racing chip. This is 225. We're still way down on power. Could I shove an exhaust in? Or, I guess, off? Not quite. We might have to run. Do we... we need a National A license for those. Not that I don't think this car would do it anyway. Can I do any of these yet? No, I don't even know if there are prize cars for that. Don't know if there's prize cars for that. Oh, please, Galant, be good enough for this, or somehow have like a sneaky way in to one of these other ones. Can I pretend Can I pretend it's a front-wheel drive? Right, actually, let's have a look. There are probably circuits where we stand a better chance. Here, for example, Autumn Ring Mini, we probably stand a better chance because I can cheat. Ah, okay, I think we've got a bit easier selection of cars. Couple of legacies, Range Rover, Stormer, Caldino, I think we can beat the S3. We can probably beat 117 points, means it's going to be tough. But there is a lot of cheating available to us here. I hope. This should be doable between the car and track limit interpretations done by me. It's not going to be easy per se. As you can see, they already bolt off into the distance. But yeah, we can cut a little bit. I think through here is where we're going to really cheat. That is Caldina, is that up in the front? Pretty rapid. We'll try and get alongside the S3. Can't do it. We'll do it here. We've got to lose as little time as possible passing this stuff. So the worst thing about the randomizer thing is we can't. So if we worst thing. Once the prize cars are set, I can't go back reset the race. It'll still just give me a PT Cruiser. So it's not like it's going to be random every time you do it. It'll just be, it is randomly set when you've loaded in, and that is then fixed throughout the rest of it. So, yeah, I can't go and cheese the first round and the first series of races and hope to get something different. We should have this. That Caldina's got some pace about it. I mean, they're quite cool. Aren't they just essentially Celica GT4s underneath? I did look at them at some point. You don't get them over here very often. They are pretty rare in England. There are a few of them hanging around, but not very many. Oh, I've got a room to get that thing. That's kind of slightly frustrating, but never. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up just leaving that on the screen for a while. Right, not going to pass there. We'll definitely pass here, and then we'll park it as best as I can on the apex to make sure a certain Toyota can't fight back. But gee, the other AI is having a day off. This AI in second is a beast. But sure. Oh, that will slow it down through there. We will have one more lap to go. Okay. Good news. Should have this one. I'm not going to say in the bag, because I'm not going to commentator curse it. However, I don't even think we need to cheat. To be fair, the cheat line on this track doesn't save you. That's... yeah, you cut too much on that corner, you actually really mess it up for future ones. So I think if you're going to cheat, slightly less of a cut is actually the way to go, because it sets you up better for the next corner. Come on, Gallant. Oh, I didn't think I turned your traction control off, did I? Because I've got to do it individually. That might help, because all-wheel drive, it'll have many of the tractions in theory. Ugh. Right. We can round the final corner. Good news. Christ, it's gonna be one of them streams, isn't it? Hunter, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm saying flywheels are cheap and may speed your shifts. Yeah, flywheel would be a way to go. Hopefully, let's go and net me about 1.5. I think it was. I miss the days where I had the old cheat codes on the PS2 that I had like 1 billion credits, or if not more than that. Now I'm having to legitimately very much think about... Although it is kind of a bit more fun when you actually really have to think about it. This this way of playing. And because if I get crap from this event, I'm really stuffed. If I get crap from this event, I will have to do license tests. Because if I run out of money... So if I get crap from this, I'm stuffed, basically. Sure, let's stick with the HKS parts. Why not? So we were definitely going to go... I feel like that's 100% going to be the way to go. And then... Can I get a flywheel? I can get a flywheel. I could put a full racing flywheel in it. Yeah, let's go for that. Tires will be too expensive. Just how much are tire? I'm on sport tires anyway. I can't go any higher. Never mind. I guess the next thing would be... Wait, that's a lot of money, that one. Or you could go the old... stick nitro in it. But how much is nitro? Hold on. Port polish, that's a lot. This does not get much... Oh, it's because it's a turbo car, isn't it? It'd be turbo upgrades. You'd put 4,000. That might be the next step. Racing intercooler. Or sports intercooler, I should say. Right, yeah, traction control. We do traction control in the race, though. I should have to try and remember. Right, 4-wheel drive challenge. Oh. I feel like Suzuka might be my best shout here. I don't think El Capitan... I mean, the AI aren't great there. Fuji, I'm going to have real problems. I can cheat, but I think this is our best shout here. Yeah, the PT might have to get sold, because it's going to be crap for front-wheel drive anyway. I can win one back if I need it. Oh, it's not really the vehicles I wanted to have. There's an RS6 in here, for God's sake. Oh, I'm screwed. I'm very screwed. It reckons I have a better chance, but honestly, that RS6 should absolutely thrash all of... Well, no, that should thrash all of us. I mean, it will be heavy, but... We can punt the... Look at it go! Christ, it's just shot off the line. What did the first gen RS6 have? 400 horsepower? 450 maybe? Not actually sure, but a lot more than you'll have double the power we have. It is a very, very heavy car, but still. And it's got stuck behind the 3000 GT. Oi! I'm supposed to be doing the cheating, not you. I mean, okay, here comes the alternate. Oh, I mistimed that one. Okay, I can't go through the gravel trap well enough. That was a little bit of a failed experiment. Hello, pickup truck. Do not mind me. I was trying to cheat, and the game's gravel traps do legit slow me down enough. Would have been better off not cheating. I forgot to do the bloody traction control, because I was distracted by the fact an RS6 had turned up. Can definitely cheat into here. Although I didn't actually really need to, we just have more grip than the cars ahead. Believe I can cheat through there, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And I'm also quite concerned with straight line speed of everything. Try and no. Can't block them both. Didn't block either. Okay, you fight each other. Oh god. Dive so much under braking. Keep forgetting about that. See, if I drive sensibly, we've got some pace in the car. Can I catch a Subaru in the remaining laps? We can cut the final corner a little bit as a desperation ploy on the final lap. Which... We can do that, but I've got to be close enough. We're definitely gaining on the Scoopy all the way through here, which is helpful. Okay, we are close. We are much closer than we were at the start of the lap. That is good news. Little bit of a corner cut through the final turn. Nothing too terrible. Right. Here we go. If you are just joining the stream, I welcome you all to Gran Turismo 4, but in a bit different a way. The prize cars are all scrambled, and I'm playing with rules of I'm not allowed to buy any other car aside from my starting car. My starting car being this Galant. My first prize car is a piece of crap PT Cruiser. So we're in a difficult position, pretty much. I have no money and a crappy Chrysler. So yeah, we've got to win. We've got to win this four-wheel drive cup, and we've got to really hope against hope that the game is kind to us. And oh, we get something good. No, we are out of position, but I think we can just send it here and probably make this work around the final corner. Where is that Subaru? We are going to be the widest Galant you ever did see on the way to the finish line. Oh, the finish line's actually there. That's fine, I'll take it. This is bloody stressful. RS6 made its way to third. I feel like the RS6, although it is a bit of a twiddly circuit, the RS200 not very fast in this. But there we go. Should I have bought the Subaru? Sure. The Subaru was the very sensible choice. But come on, this is me we're talking about. You know, got to be a little different. Drake, thank you very much for the donation. I say now a haiku, enjoy. Random time, oh yeah. Race at Gran Turismo, get car. Oh no, got Chrysler. And that basically sums up my experience so far for the first hour of this. New rule, you can only put a set number of upgrades to a car. Longbow can decide the amount. I honestly don't think it's going to work. We have got very, very serious difficulties on this one. I've got to upgrade as much. I can only put a limited amount on because I've not got any money. I mean, the next thing that makes the biggest difference that I can afford is going to be this. It's either this or a save for a race turbo, but that's not even as much as I'd want it to do. 246 horsepower is better. Too expensive. Anything in here is too expensive. How much is the next stage of exhaust? It's not much power though. Definitely don't have money for any like suspension parts. I'd like that, but it's $3,000 and we don't have it. Yeah, we're off to a good start. Every race set needs a minimum of one Bob victory. Oh god, no. Maybe in the future. I don't know if I can give Bob this car at the moment. I'm having to drive the wheels off the damn thing and cheat a lot. El Capitan, I feel like, might be a good enough circuit for the AIs to get confused at. Maybe. It's a lot of straight lines. It's a lot of speed required here. And also requires me to be good, and I'm not. Pretty much. S4, RS4, Quattro, Legacy Stagia. Oh, I'm in there. Yeah, not good. I mean, we are gradually getting better and better. Right? Every one of these, we are getting better and better. However, all-wheel drive shouldn't need traction control. Don't know what the other stuff does, but we'll do that. TUFRGTAC? Thank you very much for the donation, by the way. Saying, what is thank you for the years of content. I just joined on Survive the Hunt 8 and then watched the entire series as I bottle fed my daughter. Now she's 2 years old and watching alongside me. I'm also attempting to bring Survive the Hunt to my GTA crew friends. Oh, well, I'm very glad you have been enjoying the videos. I'm glad your daughter is enjoying the videos as well and everything. Yeah, good luck with getting your friends playing Survive Hunt. Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, always glad to hear those enjoying the videos. In this case, for many years. Hopefully you'll enjoy for many years to come. Oh, I'm going to get absolutely slaughtered here. It's a little bit of a different stream this evening. 107 points, that's RS4. Quattro. Bloody hell. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the RS4. I would like to be driving the RS4. My hope is, so theoretically speaking, we shouldn't win this race. The Audi should absolutely dominate it. My hope is that they might get a little bit stuck and the AI might struggle here. I will probably also struggle here because I've not driven, you know, Gran Turismo 4 for a long time, but it does already look like they're going to be safer than me, essentially, around here. So we are just going to send the damn thing and hope for the best. The long straight towards the finish line might kill us if we're not careful. Yeah, that RS4 is anywhere close. It will. Oh. Nope. That's a sticky out bit of wall. Jesus, that thing's so fast in a straight line. Nope. There is no gap for you. No gap for you, Audi. Go away. Oh, I got way too defensive. I got away with it. Probably shouldn't have got away with it. Don't know where I'm going around this track, and I pressed the wrong button because, yeah, my brain is not quite rewired itself to figure out how I've got this set up. Right, come on. Come on, Gallant. You can do this. We can fend off. Oh, the Audis are fighting. Yes, that is good news. Let the Audis fight. Oh, got a lot of airtime over there. Well, not a lot, but got enough airtime. Okay, they didn't want to make the RS4s fly. That corner did not go where I thought it did. It's fine. I've made some questionable lines up again. It's a rally car. It's fine. I can get away with this. Oh, I am aware the driving is terrible at the moment. I have jumped back into Gran Turismo 4 with considerably more of a challenge than I expected. Oh, I didn't expect to win a race car on the first one. I really didn't think we were going to win a race car straight off the bat. I did kind of hope and think it might be something actually usable. I didn't think we were going to get completely screwed over. But yeah, I guess we will see. I don't know. If we don't win anything good here, I genuinely think we have to do license tests for the rest of the stream. I don't think we'll have enough money to upgrade the PT Cruiser to be actually useful for that championship. And I don't think there's anything else I can enter the Gallant into. I could do with just a good non-all-wheel drive car would be perfect. I mean, the ratio for good cars to crap cars in GT4 is not bad. I feel like it's got to be like well over a 50% chance you get something good. That was an awful corner for me, but never mind. The S4 is faster than the RS4 for an reason. We know they're going to lift quite a lot coming over here, which I don't want to do, and I have not gone flying into the wall this time. That's a lot of speed for the run down the hill. Oh god, and I keep thinking that corner goes the other direction, and it doesn't. Really not setting it up well there. However, through all of that, we are further away from the AI, which is good. Oh, nope. Don't do that. Snappy, twitchy thing. Under braking. Almost a complete disaster. Oh, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. I don't know how we're going to win Fuji. But we will see. I think we can win the first race. I think we can do it. What was the first race? Oh yeah, we'll win the Ram or we'll win something garbage. Or it's either that or we'll win something really, really fast that I can't use. Or I'll win like a base MX-5 that's no good for anything. Grand Valley I think we can do. Grand Valley I think we should be able to get through. The stock Galant wasn't completely awful. Yeah, if it's the 90s layout of Fuji, we can cheat it. That's fine. Oh, this is a bit more like it. Okay, I like this. Oh yeah, the Ram would be useful for the truck race. Actually, yeah, you do make a good point. Yeah, the Ram would have a use. Okay. Golf 205, Ram, Quattro, RSI Beetle. That's not a bad selection, actually. If I can't win this, then I'm not winning this race with the Galant as it stands. Yeah, 30 points. We should do this. This should be... I'm not going to say straightforward, because Curse of the Commentator will bite me in the ass. The Beetle is going to butt sniff a Ram. Yeah, probably not what you want to do. But that 205 shot off the line. But yeah, we should... If we're going to be able to do this, this is the best setup we could really ask for. I'm sure I will find a way to beans it up. But we will try. I don't remember the cars spitting as much fire as they do in this version. I don't know whether that's just something I've forgotten, something I didn't notice when playing on an actual PS2, or yeah, or what. But I can't remember the cars spitting all the fire before. But never mind. Whoa, hello Golf. I'm in a hurry. And Peugeot, I really like the T16, but there is no time for niceties. We must try. So we must try. We must get victories here. We must go on and win whatever this championship has to offer. The fact that the game doesn't tell you what you're aiming for, yeah. There's all this effort. I am fully... Actually, no, I'm not. I don't know if I'm fully mentally prepared. Jeez, that thing is so fast in a straight line. No. Peugeot. Bloody hell. I mean, I know they're quick. I don't think it was that quick in a straight line. I thought it was going to be more corner speed. Well... It was a terrible pass. Oh, and apparently the 205 is stronger than I am. God damn it. But I know we're not bad over this section. Oh god, I say that. 205 has absolutely sent it, but is having an accident. So we will... Whoa, repass, but I've repassed badly. So we're going to have to finish this one off with a very rude shuffle. But it has to be done. Right. Don't do anything silly. Down here, which I almost did. And then we've got one more corner to go. We may have to make wide Galant again. Though I'm genuinely concerned about the pace of the 205. Oh, no, it's had a really bad final corner. Don't know what it did. But it had a really bad final corner, so that is going to be fine. Yeah. In a 2-lap race, when I'm playing against the AI, I'm going to pass however I see fit. Which in this case is going to be push. I don't have much time in these races. I don't have a very good car. Well, no, I do have a decent car. now, but it's, yeah, not great. So punt to pass will occur a lot. Vimana, thank you for the donation. Just saying my anus, which is the high level of donation message come to expect on this channel, I guess. But there we go. Right. Can we win Fuji? If the chicane's there, we can probably cheat it. If the chicane isn't there, I'm probably screwed. I should think. Please have a crappy spawn set. Please don't be RS6, RS4. It's not the worst. Subaru, we've beaten one once. Evo 5 is quite good. We've beaten the Legacy. The Evos are what concerns me. What layout? Okay, there is the chicane. This is a tougher one. It's the straight line speed, that's the problem. Oh, gears would help. Yeah, it's the Evo straight line speed that will be an issue. However, I think there is a lot of potential for cheese going on here. Oh, did not get turn-in point. Right, just through there. Whoa, wobble cars. I forgot they did that at Fuji. For some reason, the AIs go very weird at Fuji. And I guess I could probably I'm going to make up an entirely new circuit at this point. But the game allows it. So that, well, I mean, it's very cheap, but the game will not tell me off for it. So we are going to cheese that one. Now, the next bit that we are coming up to, how do we cheese the chicane here? Ah, yeah, I can cheese the chicane big time. Oh, that'd be fine. Yeah, this would be really straightforward. Didn't need to worry. Yes, I am cheating, but there's not really any excuse. However, it's almost necessary. I think we would get beaten. Even if I was trying to do this race legit, we could be faster than the AIs in the corners. We just get absolutely slaughtered down the straight. So all is fine. I know I'm going to be punished. Karma is going to punish me with a bloody Micra in the prize as the prize car. Although actually a Micra might work for the K Car Cup, which wouldn't be the worst. You know what? I'd take a Micra. Please. Well, I say that, give me the worst one it can find, isn't it? If it does. It is for a good cause. There we go. I can do words good, I promise. Yeah, there is a good reason why we are cheating. It's for my Gran Turismo playthrough, because we're gonna have a long slog if I don't get something half decent. Oh, is the Micro too big for the K car? Damn it! I know there are some things that can sneak into it that you don't expect in the K Car Cup, but yeah. That stuff is catching. It is a slight... Well, I mean, it's a slight bit far. I've had a terrible run. I'm not a fan of Fuji, particularly. Never really liked the circuit, personally. Don't know it very well. And I'm not driving the best. Still a little rusty. Whee. Oh, no. Turns out running across the grass and dirt and rejoining the track dangerously does have potential control issues. So, there we go. Oh, the Daihatsu Midget. We could get that. That would be bad. I mean, it would be cool, but it'd be bad. Could be a Model T. I'd be really screwed then. Here we go. Right, we have one. Right. Oh, please. Please, Gran Turismo gods. Bequeath upon me a decent car. Just something I can use. Would be really nice. We've got 5,000 credits. Oh, come on, game. Come on, game. Come on, please, please, please. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Don't be a three-wheeled midget. Don't do it. Don't curse me for my corner-cutting antics. It is... Yes! It's good! It's really good! That's what we like to see. Thank God for that. Corvette Z06. Front-engined, rear-wheel drive. It's useful, and it's an American car as well. Oh. Longbow will be jealous. Oh, thank God for that. Whew. Corvette will actually be useful. Oh. Right, we can do front engine rear wheel drive challenge now. And we're going to have to start getting licenses at some point. Longbow hopes we get a larder. I don't think larders are in the game, thankfully. Can you not change cars in that menu? Apparently not. New course has been added, sure. Okay, cool. Whatever. Right, garage. Where is my Corvette? Good old 379 horsepower. Alright, get in the Corvette. We will do the magic oil change wherever Jeff's magic oil is. Whoop. Jeff, you know the drill. Put the magic oil in the car. I'm going to see if we can do it without anything else. Ideally we can. Any money I can save now is going to be useful in the future. Pretty much. And there we go. The magic oil has been completed. Can I change the controller on the fly? How do I do this? I can't remember how to bloody do it now. Oh, there it is. Okay. L1 and that are right, is it? Right. Have I got... that's why. I've done R1 and R2 wrong. Okay. Controller should now be fixed. Don't actually know whether that came up on the screen or not. Nope, that wasn't appearing. That's fine. That was obviously in a slightly different tab or window or whatever. Cool. Let us go to the beginner events. Alright. We should... In theory, we should smash this, I would hope. There's no guarantee, but we should do well. I did also see a super chat come in. Sorry, I'm just scrolling back to see where it is. NRP, thank you very much for the super chat. As I've just gone through your videos and realised I've been watching for over 8 years, because I remember when the first Survive the Hunt came out. Oh, bloody hell. That is a hell of a long time. I mean, I remember setting all of that up. I remember all the effort that it took to get a rule set that actually worked. It was quite an experience. But, yeah, 8 years ago. Christ. I'm glad you are still watching the videos, this random stream on a Sunday evening and everything. I hope you are still enjoying. I hope you'll be watching for another 8 years. And even longer. We shall endeavour to keep going. Right. I'm going to turn track control off. This might be a bit of a mistake. We'll see how unruly... I'll leave it on a little bit just because I'm on a button for a throttle at the moment. Right. Well, the game reckons this should be a cakewalk. Which I'm pleased about. We could send in the Bob. The Bob might... If it looks like it's going to be a complete cakewalk, then maybe we'll send in the Bob at some point. But yeah, let's wait and see if it is actually going to be a complete cakewalk or not. Seattle's normally one you can cheese a little bit against the AIs. Is that a rear-wheel drive Skyline they've got going on here? I didn't know they had any of them in the game. But sure, I guess. Why not? There we go. We'll get past that. Okay, Corvette. Use the speed! You better be faster than the bloody Chrysler. You are. I mean, the Z3s are actually pretty rapid. The Corvette, we would hope to be faster. It's a big dive bomb. Oh, crap, that corner's tighter than I realised. See, I can overtake cars legitimately. It helps when I have a massive car advantage. But I can overtake sometimes legitimately on this game. We'll be fine. Through there. Right, get rid of that. I don't know why that thing still... The race thing stays hanging around the back of the car. That's an odd thing. However, I have certainly not got a race car yet. We had to fight our way through using a Galant that was barely fast enough. We have an absolutely useless Chrysler, a good old PT crapbox. But the game likes giving me American cars at the moment. That is true, and at least this is a good American car. You know. Of all of the many Japanese cars the game could give me, and it's given me 2 American ones. Yeah, okay, I think Bob might get to have a go with the Corvette. Maybe. Lombo say the Corvette is a race car at heart. Of course it is. We know Lombo will... Let's be fair, I'll say Lombo will defend Corvettes. I like Corvettes. Cannot go wrong with Corvettes. It's a shame we do get them over here, but it's expensive, basically. I say they're not the worst price-wise over here, but they are just so much more expensive than buying them in the States, which is a little bit of a shame. But there we go. Even the new ones are about 100,000. They start about £100,000 over here, which is considerably more than if you were buying one in the States. I could be slightly wrong, because I did have a look when they first came over here, and I was just curious. And, yeah, they are not cheap. I mean, I know they're not going to be anymore, but still. The C5 was a great race car. The race versions of it were fantastic. That is very true. Was it a C5 in that... it might have been a C6. The very famous Laguna finish between a Porsche and a Corvette. I can't remember if it was a C5 or a 6. I think that might have been a 6, actually, by that point. But, either way, yeah, Corvette was definitely a very successful car. And somewhere around here, we will at least cross the finish line. There we go. Oh, it was a C6, yeah. Chris, thank you very much for the donation. I say the Porsche 924 was never supposed to be a Porsche. The original idea was to make it Audi's entry-level sports car and Volkswagen's flagship. However, the plan fell through and Porsche ended up with it. It remains the only Porsche ever built in an Audi factory. There you go. I did not know that. I mean, I know Audi and Porsche have worked together and all of that. Oh, forgot I left the arrow on the screen. Sorry. Yeah, no, I did not know that. There we go. Chris with the random car facts. The impressive random car facts so far. So there we have it. Bob does better at tracks with fast corners. I am sure we can find some of those. Sakuma, probably not. Don't know. Bob's normally not terrible at Laguna. Probably won't be very good at Motor Park. Alright, Tsukuba. I love Tsukuba. Great track. We'll have to be a bit... Oh, punch the mic, or not punch, but nudge the microphone. That's clever. I mean, I feel like we're quite okay here. I mean, the SL500's got a decent chunk of power. However, it's not going to handle very well. I wouldn't have thought. Yeah, but maybe we'll put Bob in for Laguna, or we'll put Bob in for the special stage just because I don't like it. That's what we'll go for. Maybe. We shall see. Dive Bomb Merc into turn 1. Yep. That'll do. And then there's a very slow... Well, it's called a Skyline, but it's... You know. Not really. Well... Okay, did not quite get myself to the inside well enough through there, but I will take the position nevertheless. Oh, Christ, you brake very early. Gotta remember, AI may brake early through some of these corners. I don't know whether... Can we... No, I'm gonna sneak underneath there. I'll just dive to the inside through here. I love the colour on that, though. But I have got distracted. That is a wonderful purple car. I would like... To be fair, I'd like my real-life RS6 to be that colour. That is... Yeah. One of my favourite colours for cars. We'll get through the final turn well enough. And we'll put ourselves to the lead of the race. And we can kind of just... I say we can kind of just chill. I mean, we got a bit more weight than some of the cars around, but by the looks of it, we're still good enough handling. I mean, the AI, not bad. Again, you've got to consider the age of the game. We are rather using a bit of an OP car in this round. Yeah, you wouldn't. Oh, that's a bit sketchy. On the ground now. The Corvette will have another use, maybe. It might have a use... There's likely to be a Chevrolet event for it. However... I suspect there will be some very heavily... Well, not heavily modified ones, but there'll be some very fast ones in that. So I doubt this would work for the Corvette event. Because there's bound to be a newer one. I don't know if the race cars would be eligible for it, but I don't know whether they turn up in it. That's the question. Yeah, we got to hope. I mean, while this is great, we have also got to hope that we need something that we can use going forward. We don't have much money. We can't upgrade to the Chrysler. We could upgrade the Chrysler to compete in the FF Cup, but I think the amount I'd need to upgrade it would be a problem. I don't think I can afford that yet. So yeah, I've just got to try and think of. Will the Corvette event I need a license for? I was reading chat and I had an accident. Don't read chat and drive. It is a bad idea. Is the tank car in this game? I thought that was a later game, like GT6. I could be completely wrong. Could be completely and utterly wrong. But, oh, it is in the game. I'm going to definitely end up with a tank car at some point then. Oh, I feel like I did see somebody, I missed it a little while ago, somebody did say in chat, I've basically turned Gran Turismo into Enthusia, and I kind of have, only I've turned it into Enthusia, but way more difficult. At least in Enthusia, you roughly knew what you were going for. This, it could be a tank car, it could be the Escuda, it could be anything. So, yeah, you never know. Right, let us go and see if Bob can do this, just because I don't like these stages. Bob, overtake, fast overtakes for Bob. Let's see if he can do it. Yeah, I would not want a Prowler. We basically want a good front-wheel drive car, or a good mid-engined car. Those would be the useful things for us. But who knows if that's what we're going to be able to get. Go on, Bob. Are we going to have a good pass on the skyline into turn kind of 1? We are. It was a little bit bumpy on the way through. There's a little bit of scraping, a little bit of touring car pass, but yeah, not too shabby for all of this. Going up against an I mean, we're going to have, as much as I love the RX-8, we're going to have a lot more speed than that in a straight line, and it looks like... Oh yeah, the Prowler would work for the convertible event. Unfortunately, it's not a convertible Corvette that we've got. Otherwise, that would have been useful. Or were they T-tops on the C5? I think they were, weren't they? Don't know whether that would count in the lore of Gran Turismo as a convertible, but still, it's around the outside of the Mercedes. Bob, your driving's amazing today. Who has been training you? Not me. Bob is doing amazing work here. You got around the outside of one car, dove to the inside of the next. Bob is on fire here. We're gonna tried to go around the outside of the Z3, couldn't do it. It's gone for a cutback, still can't quite get there now. I think we'll just outrun the BMW, and does. Pass it to the inside. Well, bloody hell, Bob has been paying attention. All those times we laughed at Bob having accidents and falling off the circuit and all of those things. It is mighty impressive, and I've now pressed a button. No, that's button number. What is that button? Apparently that's R2. So I am using the Thrustmaster Elite Xbox controller. I've forgotten the name of it. Not the Forza one with the wheel, the original one. I think I can put the wheel attachment on this one, actually. And there's buttons on the back that apparently that button is R2. That button is R1. That button is R1. There we go. They can be configured to be anything, it's just that's what it's set to by default. I think Bob's got this one sorted. Mwendo the Cheetah, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, do you remember filming the old Star in a Silly Car series from nearly 10 years ago on Forza Motorsport 4? It was always brilliant to see the struggles of the likes of Miss Aero HD, Slap Train, and AR12 taking on the Jelly Jeep. I do remember filming that. I do indeed. That was an entertaining time. An entertaining time indeed, dealing with that that very, very silly Jeep. I don't know whether you ever see... Here you go. Here's a really old behind-the-scenes thing that no one's going to remember. I can't remember if Domestic Mango's run ever came out, because it was filmed, and... Did it ever actually get released? I remember it was a nightmare trying to schedule time to record because of time zone differences, with them being Australian. And I can't remember whether it actually ever came out in the end. But there we go. Yes, I do remember that. I do remember all the faff trying to make it all work and everything. So, so yeah, there we go. Drake, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, interesting car fact. In the 2020 film, The Batman, character Bruce Wayne drives around in a Corvette Stingray. Ironic given the car's name was to give people a sense of fierceness. Hold on. Right, given the car's name was to give people a sense of fierceness of the predatory nature of the ocean creature. I mean, it's vaguely fitting, I think, for Batman. I haven't actually seen that film yet. Fair enough. I always assumed the Stingray was because they kind of looked a bit like a Stingray. But, yeah, there we go. Bob did a good thing. Bob was successful in all of that. Bobface, thank you for the super chat. Saying, well done, Bob. Hashtag Team Bob. Good old Bob. Always does well Also, more cowbell, thank you very much for the donation, saying Double Cult 69. Unfortunately, you missed it by 1p, as it is actually, you've actually got it to 69.70. So, I'm sorry to say, slightly, slightly missed out. It was very close, but unfortunately, slightly missed out. Right, Motor Park. We're not going to have Bob drive the car. We're not going to have Bob in this one because I feel like Bob could probably still manage it. Whee! Not that I've done a great job. I've just dive bombed everybody into turn 1, but you know. Alright, come on, Corvette. We can be a little sneaky. We can. We are successful through there. And then, yeah, chase down the Beamer. Remember, this is a very slow technical call. I like this track, actually. It's oh, God. I like this track partly because the AI don't. I feel like we can just... Well... It was not the cleanest pass in the world. Is this the one that's... Is this the one that you can send AI into the pit lane on? Yep. I do remember that was being a thing that I would do. You could, again, we're going back to old streams. So there used to be an old cheat code for this game where either left or right button could give you a ridiculous speed boost, and it affected not just your car but AI cars as well. And the fun game at this track was to try and tap the speed boost at just the right time to put the AI cars in the pit lane because they'd understeer themselves wide at the final corner. So as you go around the final corner bit, you would tap it and fire the AI cars in. You wait until like you were around the corner, or if you were behind them, yeah, you could wait and then tap it and try and launch them into the pit lane. So it was always a fun game to play, but yeah, in theory you could do it as well if you were just racing them. You could just try and slowly nudge them in. Oh, well, we can straight line that. Probably in the rear-wheel drive machine, less good to go across the grass, but we'll get away with it. There we go. Oh, okay, so apparently there's a FailRace. I had nothing to do with it. It got made at some point. I think there's a couple of different like pages out there, and a lot of them are very out of date, or not updated, or whatever. The thing I find funny about them is my my date of birth has been very different on all of them. I don't actually think I've seen one that's got it right. I don't know, maybe there might be some, yeah, but a lot of there's a few different pages that have been made, not by me, but yeah, I don't think any of them have actually got my date of birth right, which is quite. I don't even know whether I was ever actually. I think it's been said in parts in different ways. But yeah, no one's apparently put it together correctly. But you know, that's how it is. Oh yeah, the net worth articles. Oh, they're fantastically funny. They are always good. I mean, I presume it's the same for any YouTuber and so on. But yeah, the net worth thing. I think I saw somewhere that reckoned my net worth was £1 million, and I wish it were true. It really isn't. I guess they do take into account, like, what would the theoretical worth of the channel be, I guess. Not that anyone is paying £1 million for a YouTube channel these days, but yeah, I'm gonna guess that that's kind of how it does. But yeah, it's really funny to see that stuff. All right, let's go off to Laguna. We will put Bob in charge and see what Bob can manage to do around. Bob's pretty good at Laguna, actually. I trust. No, maybe that's dangerous. It's not like you've got much competition here, Bob. The only thing out of that lot that I've been vaguely concerned about is the Beamer. And we will be past that first, so that should be fine. Oh. Press that button, there we go. Chris, thank you very much for the donation. So when Aston did a deal to use Mercedes electronics, it didn't like the harnesses of the... What? Oh God, sorry, the harshness of the warning tones, and commissioned a company to come up with more British noises. The seatbelt warning was given particular attention. Aston said it sounded far too German. That's like the most petty car squabble is is the warning tones. Yeah, you can have a too German sounding warning tone for your seatbelt not being on. That is quite fun. I mean, and it's one of those things that it sounds dumb, but I totally believe it as well. Oh, Bob, you really should have gone for that one. You had a great opportunity for a pass. I mean, you're going for the really spectacular pass on the outside, and now you're on the gravel. You could have done that so easily. I mean, I do appreciate the spectacle, okay? I do appreciate that there was a lunatic of a pass when you could have just sent it to the inside before that corner, but never mind. It looks like you're going to pass the Mercedes on the run up to the corkscrew. Oh, Bob. Oh, Bob. You absolute mad AI. It was a good pass. Yeah. You absolute lunatic. You have done very well, but oh, now you're going to bump a BMW. Well, Bob has gone back to the old butt-sniffing ways. You know, it's got to be done at some point, and that's ascend in the final corner. Not your cleanest pass ever, Bob, but not a terrible pass either. Alright, off you go, Corvette. I think we'll be fine, although I do fear Bob does sometimes, occasionally, just decide he wants to go park in a gravel trap. That does happen. Every so often, Bob just goes to go and take a nap in a gravel trap. Normally it's when I have a very silly car with a lot too much power and nowhere near enough control. That's normally where Bob has an occasional picnic or sandcastle building contest. In stock cars, is normally okay. And actually at Laguna, normally okay. But I feel like we probably shouldn't tempt fate all too much. Only fun races going on. Mercedes got itself up to second. The SL500. BMW is maybe going to get passed by the Crossfire? No, not quite. Thought about it, couldn't do it. Z3 is struggling away at the back. Maybe Bob has been learning. Maybe Bob has got better. As maybe in this version of the game, Bob is improved. Oh, careful! You know what I said about you liking to build sandcastles, Bob? Now is not the time. You can go to the beach after the race. Oh, you can even take the Chrysler. Okay, I will give you the Chrysler, Bob. You can go and visit the beach, and you can build all the sandcastles you like. Oh, there's a Z3. Will the Crossfire sneak its way past the 3 Series? No, I don't think so. Oh, thought about it. Big dive. Couldn't do it. Well done, Bob. You have done an good thing. Okay, we could trust Bob with the Corvette. Okay, we got 12.5 grand. That's not too bad. It's not going to be enough to save that PT Cruiser. Here we go. What are we going to get? Come on, game. Oh, please be something usable. Please be something usable. Please be something usable. That's what we want to see. Come up. It is... I think I'm done. I think it's bedtime. What is this? How, in a game of how many hundred cars, how have I got it twice? How is that even possible? Have you done that game? Are they two different specs, or has it genuinely given me two PT Cruisers of the same sort? No, they are literally identical. Yeah, the RNG is very much not being RNG. Oh, bugger. I really didn't want to have to do license tests just because I spend all day doing them, but... Can I... Wow, I need international B license. I feel like we could actually... Oh, it'd be quite a long championship. That car might win that, but... I mean, if I sell one of them, how much money can I get for selling one? Could I win the front-wheel drive cup? Which one do I want? I think I want the blue one. How much you... Oh, Christ. It's only worth $3.5 grand. I mean, it's a crappy PT Cruiser. Right, you can go in the bin. I don't want to get it a PT Cruiser, but... $16 grand. Where's American cars? Gone. I don't want to have to go here. Any of these events am I able to do? No. Is there? Please let it be a PT Cruiser. Oh, it's a Crossfire trophy. For God's sake. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why I hoped there might be. Okay. Okay. Do I just say stuff it? I don't want the Turbo PT Cruiser, but I'm going to get the Turbo PT Cruiser. Oh, this is going to go really badly. Actually, maybe weight reduction would be a good shout. Hold on. How much of a diet can I get you to go on? I mean, it's a bit of a diet. Can I get you to go on another diet? No, that's a bit too much. Can I shove an exhaust on? Yes. Not very well. Doesn't really give us anything, but this could. This could maybe work. I guess I can put it. Oh, this is. It's a sad state of affairs when all of the money I have has had to go onto this piece of junk. Oh, we'll put the magic oil in. I don't have money for the suspension. I have money for Jeff's magic oil. A diff would probably have been a good idea, but a diff we do not have. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I thought we'd used all the, I thought all of our luck had gone. All the bad luck had been used up immediately. Nope. Game wants to stab you in the back. I'm probably gonna make a mess of that, but thank you for the donation. So, have you ever played Earth Defense Force EDF? It'd be fun to see you play it. And yes, it has vehicles. I have not. No. I've seen it. I've heard of it. I've heard of the game, and I saw it come up in a FailRace episode last week before. I know of it, but no, it's not. It's not a game that I have played any of particularly. I may well get around to playing stuff at some point. There's there's so many games I have. There is an Aventine in the game. Where Cowbell, you lied. There is the Renault Aventine. It is here. There's a Fiat Coupe Turbo. I mean, they are very cool. And then I've got a PT car. I've got to set up traction control. Might not be the worst idea, to be honest. Because there's a lot of power going through my front wheels. It's all going to try and escape into wheel spin and smoke. So maybe traction control, not actually the worst of shouts. We might be monstrously fast in a straight line, to be honest. Because we're going to have more power. What are the Fiat Coupes only had about 230 horsepower, and that was for the 5 minutes they worked. Oh. Don't get me wrong, I love the Fiat Coupe. I would love to have one. But it would be a car you buy knowing that at any time it will become all Italian and stop working. So, yeah. It has kind of put me off them a little. And I knew somebody whose dad had one, and I remember them telling me that basically nothing in the engine was original bar the block. So, yeah, they look cool. They are kind of very cool. But every so often they, just become very Italian. What were they, 90s Italian? Yeah. I mean, it's safe to say the improvements have been quite significant. It's quite quick down the straights. It's not very good in the corners, mind you, but it is quite fast down the straights, and that it might work. It might have done the trick. It turns out, shove a very big turbo on the car will make it win stuff. Even Bob, who's not very good at Suzuka, I know how many times I've seen him in the gravel trap here. Even Bob could probably make this work. Maybe we will have to find out whether Bob... That is the real test of how OP is your car. Is can good old Bob the B-Spec driver actually take it to victory? Okay, yeah, this might have been a smidge overkill, but I didn't... Well, I wasn't to know, and after the first attempt, where we saw how badly the Chrysler did, I feel like overkill was necessary here. Yeah, we've absolutely vanished. Right, how fast can we get before I need to brake? Can we get 130? We probably could have done. Might have braked a little earlier. I should have tried, but also I want to spend as little time in a PT Cruiser as possible. So I don't want to go visit a gravel trap and have to, although we were a long way ahead. Even if I visited the gravel trap, we could probably reset and still be fine. Right. We are heading towards the finish. I think we might have got quite lucky with a spawn set of cars as well here. It's a good track for cheesing the AI. It is quite a nice spawn set of cars. We should be fine. Oh, hello, Cascas. I heard that meow. Where are you? I heard that meow and you're not even in the office. That was a hell of a meow. Where are you? He's somewhere outside. He might make an appearance. Wow. Oh, the Fiat got beaten by a Mini. The Aventine went to the back. Oh, dearie me. Fiat Multipler, thank you very much for the donation. Saying the PT Cruiser could have been worse. It could have been me. I guess that is true. The Multipler would be even slower than the PT Cruiser. Although, Kiak, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, yeah, by the way, Alex, have you heard about the 1,300 horsepower Multipler? I have, actually. It's madness. I mean, it's cool. It is cool. But yeah, that is a special kind of mad right there. Yeah, it's always good when someone goes a bit ridiculous with the old power numbers in an unusual car. Chris, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, when Aston Martin wanted to name their track-focused Vantage the GT3, Porsche got annoyed and trademarked GT3 for road cars. Aston Martin thoughtfully called it the GT12 as it was 4 times better. 2 days later, Porsche dropped the trademark and apologised. Oh, and I love car manufacturers being petty. It's hilarious. Oh, that... Again, did not know that car fact. Very good car fact. Yeah. Oh, it's just brilliant pettiness. And a very clever response from Aston Martin, I have to say. A very, very good response from them. That's how... I have actually... so there's a Vantage... There's a Vantage GT12 that I don't know if it's... in the same village as me, but I see it a fair bit. It's a red one. And I do see it around a few times. I've seen it around a few times, and I have done a little bit of motorway drag racing with it. It's a bit faster than the RS6, but not much. I gave it a good run for its money. Probably one of the few cars that would give it a good run for its money. But yeah, it was a nice car with some fun races with it. So, oh no, I've fallen off the track. Uh-oh. No, don't want to have to do this race again. Oh, both cats have turned up. Hello, Eve. Were you causing trouble or was Cass causing trouble? If you both turned up, I have a feeling you're both up to no good. Cass is definitely up to no good. He's in full... I'm going to pounce across... Oh, I was busy looking at the cat. Corner coming up. Cass is in full I'm about to pounce at you mode, so I'm having a guess. He is the one starting. And you see, Cass is the wonderfully kind... You would never expect Cass to be the troublemaker, but you'd be surprised. You would be surprised how much of a troublemaker he is. When he wants to be. Still won't mess with the dog. Not that the dog would run away, because my dog's a bit weird. I say that now, my dog is lovely, but the dog is well aware the cats are the boss. As Eve regularly tells him, Eve, why are you rummaging through the bin? There's literally nothing of excitement in there. There's a box from some chocolate eclairs I had yesterday, but it's all gone, and you shouldn't have chocolate anyway. So, you would like the cream, if there was an option for it, but it's all gone anyway. So, I think that's what she's after. For some reason, Eve's being a real weirdo. I say that. For some reason, Eve has taken to, and I'm actually kind of surprised she's not there. In the evenings, the office is a little bit warm, and where she would normally sit in the office on the cat tree or something, she has taken to sitting downstairs. Fair enough. However, she sits next to the litter tray in a living room when there's a big comfy sofa, an absolutely massive cat tree, and about 2 other cat beds. She decides to literally sit next to the litter box, which I can't for the life of me figure out why, but cats are weird. I feel like just cats are weird is a pretty good just explanation of everything. And there we go. There is the update on the animals. Cass is still in the I'm going to pounce at you mode. I mean, that's why Eve is hiding around my chair, because she can't get pounced at. But there we go. Right, so it seems like good news. The PC Cruiser looks like it should be fast enough. We got. Do we reckon Bob could do Hong Kong? We'll see what we're up against. I reckon Bob can do it. I reckon Bob can do it. Fiat, we know we're much faster than the Fiat Coupe. The Vectra we've not seen before, but that will be understeer central. The GTV will be understeer central. The Golf won't be too bad, and the Clio won't be too bad, but they'll be too slow in a straight line. It is only 2 layouts. Is it the short layout? Okay, maybe we'll trust Bob at a different circuit. Okay, there's a lot of stoppy start. I don't know. Bob might be good enough here. I can't afford to upgrade the suspension. I basically spent all my money on a turbo. Oh, yeah, I got it very sideways. All the money went on the turbo, pretty much. That it has worked. It just means we're quite a wallowy car. Maybe I could have made that one work. Second gear for that one. More cowbell. Thank you very much for the donation, by the way, as we're going to outrun a Golf, and we'll make that pass stick. Of course, for the Cult 69 as well. Saying, where do I get this game so I can race an Aventine with a big turbo? Well, there are ways to emulate it on PC, which is what I am using here. I mean, you can, if you have an old PS2 hanging around, you can, of course, go the old school way, and, you know, oh, that's a hitbox and a half for that wall. Oh, beans. Oh, I didn't shift up where I should have done. Crap. What are we trying to chase down? What actually is the leader in this one? We should outrun the Alpha quite nicely down here, and we do. Yeah, oh, it's the Fiat that is leading the way. Yeah, that bloody sticky out bit of wall. I might just send it on the Vectra here because I don't want to get stuck behind it. I say that. Hello, Cass. That was a meow and a half. I don't know whether stream heard that one. Eve, why? Eve, do you look before you walk across everything? I'm glad that was the drink I'd literally just finished. Nope, I have now got cat tail in the way of the screen. Evie, please, no. Are you done? Oh, Eve, you're gonna knock the keyboard off the desk. Not, thankfully, it's a secondary keyboard, not the main one. Eve, that keyboard is not balanced in such a way that a cat can stand on it. It's not. Oh, now you've turned around. You're just here to cause chaos. Eve, I'm trying to race. Do you want to race? Can you be the new Bob? See, I would not trust you with the car. You would be very dangerous with the car. I think this is your plan all along, is to irritate me to give you control of said car. Look, I've got to catch a Fiat. Can you not stand in the way of the screen? I appreciate you cannot see what is currently going on. I'm having to look around a cat so that I can see where on earth I am on the track. The cat has now moved, at least. Right. Come on. Let's catch up to this Fiat. We should be in a good place at the end of this straight to have a big dive and pass the Fiat here. Thankfully, Distracto Cat is out of the way. We will just put the car to the inside. Fantastic. Eve, that keyboard very nearly fell off the desk. Please. Now you're back here again. Can't see. I'm guessing a little bit. Eve, why are you stood on the armrest of my chair? Thank you. Can at least see my screen again. Well, this has been an entertaining race. Oh, God. Well, that was a poor mistake to make. Thankfully, we actually pulled a gap through those corners. Oh, right. Slow down. Final corner for the PT Cruiser. There was a wobble from the Fiat. And we are across the line. Oh. Bloody hell. So, yeah, if you're just joining the stream, this version of the Galaxy sort of mod essentially means the prize cars are completely random. They can be anything in the game. They are not specific to cars that are normally prize cars, they can be absolutely anything. In the 3 cars that we've got, 2 have been PT Cruisers and 1 has been a Corvette. Oh, Eve has got the Eclair box out of the bin. She is such a fat cat. Right, Grand Valley. Let's see if Bob can manage to do this. Longbow is hoping for a 3rd PT Cruiser. Honestly, at the rate this playthrough is going, a 3rd PT Cruiser would just not surprise me. Like, the probabilities of it being a 3rd PT Cruiser would have to be astronomically tiny. I mean, it is possible. Of course it is. But it would have to be so astronomically tiny, surely. Look at it go! I mean, it's funny. I will say, this is a massively turboed, it's 250 horsepower PT Cruiser. It's hilariously fast in a straight line compared to the AI cars at times in this kind of category. It is hilariously fast for what it is. I mean, we'll do the how far can you get through Gran Turismo with only a PT Cruiser, and the answer is not particularly far, but there we go. Oh, if we win a Panda, I mean, a Panda could maybe be using the K-Car Cup, that's the only thing I'm thinking. And that's a big maybe. Oh, Bob, you've lost a place in all of that. That's not what we need at all. Come on, Bob. You can do this. Nope, you can't. Insane gameplay, thank you very much for the super chat saying just bench hours of your Survive the Hunt videos. Ah, well, I am glad you have been enjoying them. I mean, a lot of people, that's how they kind of get started with my channel, with the old Survive the Hunt, which is always good. I'm glad people are still enjoying them plenty. You know, there will be many more of those. I'm looking forward to doing them in GTA 6 when that comes out. Bob has absolutely breezed past a Celica at a straight line. I love how it's a 206cc going for a pass on an FTO at the front, being chased down by a massively turboed PT crew. This is a weird race. Go on, Bob. Get past the FTO, and you have. Get past the Peugeot, and you have. Look at Bob go. Oh, Bob's gone a bit too fast. Oh, Bob, gather it back up. Gather it back up. Well done. Bob's definitely gone too fast. Oh no, there's a Peugeot having a look. Don't get bullied by a Peugeot, Bob. You are better than that. You are better than that. Think we might be okay. Andrew, thank you very much for the donation. As Bob hits another wall. You're bloody driving like Lance Stroll at the moment. Come on, there's a wall you haven't hit yet. Please don't hit it. I think we're okay, because we are quick towards the finish line now. Well, Bob, you've done this the hard way, but well done. That has worked. That has worked. Anyway, yes, Andrew, thank you for the donation. I say for Eve's hard work. Okay, the car fund. Eve worked very hard to try and be as distracting as possible in that previous race. Cats. They will cause many a problem, but they are adorable. She was very cute when I was watching the Formula 1 this afternoon. She decided she wanted to sit on my lap, and that was that one. She decided she was not moving. So she wanted some cuddles, and she got plenty of attention. Yeah, when cats decide they want attention, they will get it. Chris, thank you very much for the super chat, saying hello from Adelaide, Australia. Just got off night shift work. Couldn't have asked for a better way to spend the morning. Well, I'm glad that you can enjoy the stream. Yeah, with it being slightly messed up in terms of times because of all the motorsport, we get a different demographic that are able to watch live today, which is always good. Yeah, I am sure. It is the unfortunate thing, of course, with with time zones and everything. We can't quite stream for at all times. But yeah, glad people are able to join. Chris, thank you for the donation. So in the late 2010s, Jaguar Land Rover was going through financial issues, unsurprisingly, and many projects were dropped. The main one being a coupe Range Rover. That's probably for the best. However, they still made the F-Pace SVR, which didn't sell, and the XE Project 8. I believe the Range Rover would have outsold both. I mean, sad thing is, yeah, you're probably not right. The XE Project 8 thing is amazing, but I mean, they were never going to sell very many of those at the end. I mean, if I had the money, hell yes. But let's face it, as cool as they are, never going to make a huge amount of money. I mean, who would want a coupe? I say who would want a coupe Range Rover, but that's a silly question because people will buy it. Yeah, I can't understand it. But I can also guarantee people would have bought it because people bought a convertible Evoque. And yeah, it's not good. And there's the Velar that I don't even understand what the point of it is, because it's like a Range Rover, but it's not. And I don't quite... It's like, yeah... I don't understand. I don't understand people. I don't understand them cars in the slightest. But there we go. But yeah, Jaguar Land Rover's default state is financial trouble. I think they're a bit better now. Probably because, well, certainly the Land Rover part is good. I think the Jaguar part's not doing too badly. And I say that as someone who has recently bought a modern-ish Jag. Yeah, I don't think they're doing terribly at the moment, but I suspect that's mostly just Land Rover because people are dumb. I saw this house. It was when me and Carly were out dog walking, and there was this quite a nice big house, a house that, you know, most of us would be very, very lucky and happy to own. And out the front, they had a black brand new hybrid Range Rover-y thing, and they had a black Range Rover Evoque. Like, it's just the least inspired decision of car. They were not fun colours. They basically looked like one had been shrunk a little bit. They were exactly the same colours. One was slightly smaller than the other. Why would you not have a little bit of creativity? I can understand not everyone is car people, and I totally get that. But even still, why would you not want a little bit of variety? To me, as a car person, yeah, that's terrible. But even as a non-car person, come on, surely you've got to want a little bit more than that. Like, even just a funky colour one, you know. But, yeah. The house was great. Would happily have the house, but their taste in cars was absolutely shocking. We are about to find out how the game is going to screw us over this time. What are we going to get here? I can hear a cat meowing away in the background. It makes a good point. Why can't you have variety, says the man with 2 PT Cruisers. Well, admittedly, it's only one now. But that was because they were given to me. That's because I had no choice. Please, game. If you give me a third PT Cruiser, I'm definitely going to bed at this point. You better give me something exciting, game, because I've only got 10 grand and that's not enough money to do anything. Please be a gift. Please be a nice cut. Well, it will be a gift. What are you going to do? What are you going, game? Don't even think about it. Please, please, please be kind. Please be kind. Oh. It's useless, but it is good. Mugen S2000. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. However... yeah. Oh, it could be a roaster. It could be the roaster championship, can't it? It should go in that. Okay. That's a nice choice. It's convertible. It can go in the Honda's event as well. I'll take a Mugen. That's something. So, but the Spider and Roadster one, I need a bloody license for. Crap. It is a nice. It's a special edition S2000 as well. I don't know if that gives it more power. The sad thing. The sad thing is, my PT Cruiser has more power than both my Galant and the S2000. That is... We can enter it, but only with Bob. Oh, I guess it's going to be licensed. I really don't want to do the licenses. Just because it'll take forever. Where are... I'm being blind. Yes, is the answer. B license tests. These aren't too bad. Now, I will say... These are... there are prize cards for these, which are also randomized. So, there could be random stuff. Now, there is a chance the UI might not quite show properly with... Oh, I forgot how terribly slow this was going to be. And there... Nope, too soon. I grossly overestimated the speed I was going. Come on, wheel speedy Demio. Now, I might just not go for all golds. Oh. Okay, the UI is fine for this. Awesome. Look at that! We got a gold medal on the first attempt. Definitely. Why couldn't you give me a prize car per round, please? Yeah, if we get all silvers, that's fine. I'm not gonna obsess over getting the gold at the moment. If people want to see me do more GT4 randomizer, we might come back to this later. I might do the license tests off camera, or do all of them bar the final one off camera, so that we can at least see what we get. But because you could spend an entire stream doing a bunch of these. So yeah, about there. Oh, overshot a little bit. That's fine. It's a silver. Oh, can we skip from here? Do I not have to go back? That one. Next test. There we go. So yeah, all bronze gives you 1 car, all silver gives you 2 cars, all gold gives you 3. What are we doing? Basic cornering. I can do basic cornering. Cass, what do you think? You've just flopped on the floor next to my chair, right? We have a Del Sol. I mean, you could have given me this car game. Actually, I don't think it wouldn't have helped as much anyway, because it's, again, front engine, front wheel drive. We've already done that. Right. I don't know whether how grippy this car will be. Oh. Uh-oh. That's a lot of understeer. You don't handle like a... I'm just saying like a PT Cruiser, but that's probably a compliment. Ah, that's terrible. Okay, we did basic cornering. I just didn't do it very well. That did not have... I expected more turning from the Del Sol, if I'm honest. But never mind. I mean, the license tests... God, does anybody remember the Sega... Who... I don't remember if anyone played Sega GT, or was it Sega GT Online? That one, I remember some of the license tests on that were way worse. Now, there's so much understeer in that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know if anybody remembers the old Sega GT Online stuff, but one of the license tests, I think it was with a Jaguar E-Type, was the most ridiculously challenging license test, and I don't know if I ever actually did it. I don't know if I went back to it now if I could do it, because it was such a crazy difficult test to do. Yeah, it was a... Oh, for God's sake. Come on, we can at least get bloody silver. But, yeah, Sega GT, I remember having the absolute craziest license tests, and that is definitely saying something, because I know this game also has some pretty challenging ones. Are we on comfort tires? Is that why this thing just doesn't turn? But there we go. So we've got to, I guess, brake a little bit later. Oh God, it just wants to plough wide. I mean, it's better. That should be enough for silver. Christ, that's horrible in the corners. I'll take it. I will take it. And we will exit from that. As I said, I would do license tests off camera, but I'm basically at an impasse here where I can't really do anything anymore. I have no way to progress through the game at this point. This is where we are at. So for me to progress forward in the game, I don't have any cars. I don't have... The cars I do have, I can't use in anything that would fit their kind of recommendations or whatever. This has actually got some grip, which is nice. So yeah, we have to do this to make any more progress in the game. That'll do. I will take that. Right. Yeah, I'll go through and try and get golds at a later date, or cheat. Either or, really. Will depend on how much Gran Turismo 4 I want to play. Oh, guide run. So we just have to follow the thing. I have a... Where is it? I have a Hot Wheels of that pace car somewhere. Can I see it from here? I'm going to crash into it because I'm going to be looking around at trying to find my Hot Wheels. I do have the Hot Wheels for that Skyline, which is very cool. Oh, I forgot. I do actually still have to go quickly. Right, chase the Skyline. Skyline, if I put a tow rope around, like, the back of you, could you pull me? I mean, probably not through the corners, because I think my tyres would not do well, but maybe down the straights, give us a bit of an extra speed boost. Can I be flat through there? It's good enough. It's a bit dicey, but do I have Hot Wheels Mini? I think I do. Actually, no, I don't. Maybe not. Oh, that's probably any chance of gold gone there with a big Wonder One. I don't actually think I do have a Hot Wheels Mini. I don't think, unless one's come in a collection of other cars, I'm pretty sure I don't. I have a Fiat 500 For some, I have a Fiat 500 that's a really wonky model because it's way too big. Oh, it's close enough. Jeez. I will take it. That is a chust, but a chust is good enough in this one. Chris, thank you very much for the donation. Saying in the 90s, the Austin Rover Montego was sold in New Zealand as the MG Sedan and MG Estate. However, in order to deal with the warm climate, Rover struck a deal with New Zealand that the aircon would be locally developed and fitted. Still, nobody knows why. I'm sure Rover / Austin could have figured it. Oh, that is a random obscure car fact, Chris. You are not wrong. Did it at least work? Did the MGs and Rovers that were sold in New Zealand have working aircon? Oh, it's too early on the brakes there. I mean, it's not going to be a gold. That was so close to being perfect on a first try. It was just a smidge too early. But I'll take it. Let's head to the next test. But yeah, there you go. My dad had a Montego Turbo Estate. Around about the time I was born, I believe. Ooh, Viper! Now, this is a good car. Plenty of wheel spin will occur off the line. Now, the brakes... I mean, it probably did work... Yeah, the aircon probably worked better than if Rover developed it. Did anything work on a Rover? And the SD1 was cool, but... other than that, they don't have a great track record. Oh no, I was about right on the brakes. I should have stuck with my initial. I should have stuck with my initial braking point there. It was right. I thought I was going a bit too fast. Maybe a short shift wasn't what we needed. Never mind. Yeah, if I'd had the braking, if I just stayed where I thought I was. Wow, your brakes are made of cheese. They are really not very good at slow. You would think. I know it's not exactly the most sophisticated car in the world, but still, that felt like it took a long time. A long time to slow down. Okay, what have we got next? Please don't be. Is it 16 we have to do? We're doing another hairpin. Okay. Ah, and we have an MX-5. Fantastic. That is always a good... Whoa! I say always a good car. It's a very lively MX-5. Christ, you're more oversteery than anything else I've driven so far today. That absolutely wanted... I say wanted to spin. Okay. So it's going to get a bit lively. We just kind of coast it through the middle of the corner. No, it kind of works. That's just me being glitchy with the control. Not glitchy, but unbalanced with the controller there. I mean, how much later can we get away with braking? Or... No, that's too early. I was trying to be neater and tidier. And that is not going to be the way to do it. No, we've got to be more aggressive with that. As you can tell, I'm not great at the old license. I'm not great at the precision for GT4. It's going to lose don't know what it is. I feel like some of these cars are so responsive to a crazy degree. Really easy just to get them twitching around. This might be good enough. Should be good enough. 15.4, that'll do. I did indeed have an MX-5 at some point. The next generation along from this didn't have pop-up headlights. Sad times. Pop-up headlights are always good. You can never go wrong with some pop-up headlights. Oh, we get to do a coffee break. What am I doing here? Do I have to drive through the cones and not hit the cones? I feel like I get the feeling I'm going to end up winning a Coppen at some point, aren't I? Oh, okay. Such little tiny steering movements again. I might have to have a play around with the stick sensitivity because it does get quite twitchy at times. Listen to the roar of the Daihatsu. I'm sure there's a better way through here than this. You know what? Oh, I have to stop. I thought I should cross the finish line. Never mind. Actually, wait, do you have to... Hold on. Do you have to get a medal... Do you have to get silver on this for it to count? Does this count as part of the test? I don't know. Someone will have to tell me if that's the case. Because if it is, I should probably not fart around too much. Damn it, that was such a good run. Oh, I don't. Never mind. I actually should have and could have got gold on that one, to be honest. I just braked way too early. Well, there we go. We figured the answer was to just send it and hope, really. So that is sometimes the way to go. Oh, we're back to the same hairpin again. Lovely. What am I driving now? Don't know. Not sure. Never mind. It's fine. Oh, I've gone a bit wide. It sounds rapid. Oh, yeah, that's why it sounds rapid. M3 CSL. Okay. Didn't quite go, a bit too late on the brakes for that one. But, let's go and try again. This shouldn't be the worst one to do. I feel like there's easily some more time in that car. Easily more time in this car accessible to me. I don't know where the ghost car has gone. Ah, just the wrong side of it. A-Rod, thank you very much for the donation. So the other day I bought an old project car. No pistons, cracked gas tank. It didn't even come with wheels. I've been working on it tirelessly. That is terrible. You are going to get a boo from me. And I am sure from chat as well for that one. You absolutely get a boo. Got closer, not close enough. Yeah, I think... yeah, the smoothness on the steering is what's getting... what's catching me out. That's way better. Way better. There we go. We got the exit. We got the car hooked up. We fired it off the corner. Fantastic. That will work. Oh, I know how much... I know the difficulty of Gran Turismo when it comes to getting golds on all of these. So, yeah. Oh, we're going around Laguna. Please be in a nice car. What are we in? Oh. Can I not have the M3? I really don't want to drive a C3. I really don't want to drive a crappy C3, if I'm honest. I guess we're going to drive the C3. But, here we go. I'm driving the C3 under protest. It has been the crappy car stream. Although, let's face it, right? Pretty sure this is what you were all hoping for. If I'd got a race car in the first couple, you would have been disappointed. The point of this is that I have to struggle. Oh, that's a lot of corner cutting. Very surprised it let me get away with that. Very surprised. But I'll take it. Oh, no. Oh, beans. May still just about be able to sneak silver. Hopefully. Someone in chat saying they didn't get the C3 in America. I mean, it's definitely not. You're not missing out. You're really not missing out. It wasn't good. I don't even think there was a redeeming characteristic of it. But you know, it was a car that existed. That was quite a lot of people probably had it as a first car. Like the C2 at least had some fun, you know, in motorsport, in entry-level motorsport. The C1 even, you get some fun entry-level motorsport with it. Whee! And the C4 was kind of cool. But, yeah. I can't think of a redeeming characteristic of the C3 over all of the better options that Citroen had, I'm afraid. Yeah. C5 had cool suspension. Yeah, C5 was cool. C6 was very cool. In a weird French way. So the redeeming feature is it broke quickly so you could move on to another car. That does sound quite accurate. Yeah, C2 VTS was a cool little car. And yeah, oh, dirt driving. Oh god. I can sense this is going wrong. Okay. Don't know. Oh god, no grip. I mean, I know we're on dirt and everything. I should have been expecting no grip, but... Well... Okay, I apparently get away with bumping the wall a lot here. It wasn't fast, but... I was expecting there to be... not much grip, and there was less grip than I was expecting. Okay. Do I want second gear through here? Maybe. That will do the trick. And then I'll slow it down better for the hairpin. In the wide line, it's got an alright exit. Will this be good enough for silver? It is. That will do. We shall move on. Yeah. I'm sure I can get... I know I can get gold on all of these. It's just... for ease of... if it gets silver, we will just move on. Chris, thank you very much for the donation. Saying... more dirt driving. To decide on the final XC90 design, the Jeep's styling was presented with 3 pictures of each clay model before actually going out to Death Valley to see them in person. However, they took such a long time to decide between the models. I was reading the donation. Sorry. I was hoping I could read it before the corner, but I couldn't. Anyway, they took such a long time deciding the models had melted before they arrived. Oh, that's not what you need. All that time and effort. And, yeah. Oh, okay. Couldn't quite get away with all of that speed. It was worth a go. I wondered if I could just chuck the car sideways and hope, but not quite. We will probably need to be a little bit less ridiculous through here. That'll do. It's probably not going to be quite... It's not going to be fast enough for gold, but it is going... Oh no, it's not quick enough for that either. Okay. That corner is very close to flat out. That corner is very, very close to flat out. So that was just me being... That was just me making sure I got through the corner. Yeah, that is very close to flat out. You probably can take that flat. Oh, you. Yeah, I mean we can maybe get down to the bottom. See, I'm trying to go as wide as possible through here because it's the exit. Well, yeah, we can maybe get a bit more to the inside through there. I don't know why it's not always showing me the ghost time. It's good enough for me. Yeah, you can probably turn in a bit sooner on that one. I'll take it. It's 7,000ths, but it's the right side of the cutoff point. So. Yeah, maybe the inside actually is a little bit more banked. Might have helped. We were taking a very, very wide turn-in, but you could maybe utilise the bank a little bit more. Okay, final corner at Tsukuba. Oh, the little Fiat. I like the Barchetta. It's a cool little car. Right. How much speed can the Barchetta take through here? It's going to start... Oh, got on the throttle too soon. How much curb can I get away with on the exit before the game shouts at me? About that much. Good enough! Yeah. I could probably get gold quite easily around there, seeing as I've made a bit of a mess of that corner, to be honest. But now I'm going to guess we're going to take Tsukuba with... something faster? Ooh, no. Oh, at the El Capitan circuit. It is something faster. It's a big old... well, I'm not going to say faster, necessarily. Oh, that's going to understeer a bit mid-corner. It did not really do that very well. However, ooh, back end wanted to let go on the exit. That didn't help. It's good enough. I will take a cheese, and it's a very cheesy, I say very cheesy silver. Yeah, that felt all sorts of scrappy. But it worked. Is the license test, is the final test like a lap around a circuit at a certain speed? No. Well, now it's a lap around Finian. Please don't be, oh, for God's sake. I have driven too many PT Cruisers today. I know this is supposed to be random. Okay, I get that. However, we have had too many goddamn PT Cruisers. I guess you're guaranteed to have one, right? You have to have one because you'll always do the license tests that will involve a PT Cruiser. But outside of that, you should never have to have one. At least I do like this track. That is something. I prefer the... Actually, the NASCAR, I use the main layout now. I prefer the short layout, personally. I've always liked that track. But, still, the circuit's good. Oh, the line there is terrible. But we will get away with it. Oh, I also think these, like, full... Oh, no. The understeer is kicking in. We went very explory all of a sudden. This is when I find there's a weird hitbox somewhere that will fail the test on. Whoa, that was a dive. I almost dove on the safety car without meaning to. I was just very late. I mean, it was a good place to be late on the brakes. Carry good speed through there. I'm definitely running off the track somewhere through here. I can sense it because I'm not... Even though we've been going for nearly 3 hours, which is kind of longer than I was expecting. I mean, this is a really cool mod thing for the game. It does very much change the way you end up playing Gran Turismo. Oh, no, 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 I don't want to... Oh, I don't have to do it again. Knew I'd end up doing that at some point. Chris, thank you very much for the donation. Saying 2019, Lancia / Chrysler sold more Ypsilons in Rome than Alfa Romeo sold cars. Jeez. Bloody hell. How many of those terrible things are there in Rome? Are they unbelievably cheap or something? I mean, I know Alfa Romeo isn't exactly the, you know, biggest selling brand in the world, but I don't know whether that says there's far too many of those tiny Chryslers / Lancias in Rome, or if Alfa are doing really badly. Yeah. That is a sad statistic. Who is buying them things? I mean, a few of them made their way over here. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, no. That was very lucky. Oh, that was so lucky. We pretty much had the rear wheel in the dirt. I mean, we're not going to get a gold time, I don't think. I especially don't think with us having wandered so wide through that corner. We'll attack the curb as aggressively as possible. Okay, so it's the Ypsilon is the cheapest car in Italy. I guess, yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of like their version of the Dacia. Whatever ones they are that we've got over here now. Yeah, I guess there is a logic to it. Oh. I was very worried we were going to have some trouble there. And then we will dive under brakes for final corner, and I've managed to tap down the gears slightly too many. Please just be... Oh, you're not even going to be good enough. Are you? Don't want to look. Oh, he's going to be good enough. 8 tenths. Right. One more test. Please don't be another lap. Please just be like a forward and stop. That's all I ask. Unlikely to get what I ask. Okay, no, it's just a bit of Tsukuba. It's a bit of Tsukuba that I actually like as well. Actually, I like all of Tsukuba. But... Oh. I was in completely the wrong gear because there was no sound from my car because I was in the wrong gear. Well, that was fun. Right, what are the prize cars going to be for this license test, folks? Here is the question. What are we going to get? Okay, I'm not going to get silver here because I was in all sorts of wrong gear. Alright. Okay, that's fine. We know where we messed up. It's an awful 1 series, but yeah. Definitely were wrong with the gears all the way through here, so there's going to be a good amount of time to be made up there. Don't need to go up. Just put it into second. Oh, missed the apex completely. Still expecting it to have way more grip than it does. Hopefully it'll be good enough. Oh, no, not quite. Lombo is determined for us to get a Vauxhall Tigra and an Opel Tigra. If I get like just 2 PT Cruisers, I think this seed is cursed at that point. Like, you could not... we could not get another PT Cruiser from this, right? Actually, no, don't bloody tempt fate, because I know what it'll do. It'll give me another PT Cruiser. Here we go. Please be exciting. Whatever the hell we end up getting, just no more PT Cruisers ever. No one should ever have to suffer that. Okay, all silvers. We've got the license. That is the bit that matters. Well, I mean, the prize cars matter massively because they're the only vehicles we can use going forward in the game. Saxo VTS would be perfect as well. I would be happy with a Saxo VTS, to be honest with you. We have passed the license. It might give me a C3. Here we go. Come on. Come on, exciting cars, exciting cars. Okay. I mean, it's not the most exciting car in the world. I was hoping it was going to be a race spec one, but a 190E I will take. Here we go, come on. Ooh, very nice. Tommy Kyra ZZ2. Fantastically fast budget car from what I remember from the game earlier. That will be the mid-engine car as well, I should think. Yeah, fantastic. That is good news. I've pressed a button. I don't think I pressed back. I think I pressed accept. I did. For some reason, triangle is back, not circle, or in my case, Y is back, not B. Oh, we got no more PT Cruisers. Life is good. Life is very good. What is a tie? We might be able to spam our way through the MR challenge quickly. At least I presume the Kyra's mid-engined rear-wheel drive. It is four-wheel drive. Ah, never mind. It's not. Oh, beans. Nice. No, I did not realise that was four-wheel drive. Yep. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it's the S2000 then. Does it use the R34 running gear perhaps as well then? There's the R34 engine. Ah, bugger. Yeah, we can do a Roadster one then with the Mugen. That it's a convertible. It's literally a convertible. Oh, this game. Why? What is wrong with the Mugen? I bet you're not going to let me do a Honda event because it's a Mugen. I just get the sense you were the sort of game to do that. And I mean, you're technically not either of them either. I'm a Civic, I promise. I promise I'm a Civic. Can I get in any of these, maybe? Aha! Right. Plan. Clubman Cup will let me use my OP machine. I hope. It should do, right? I have a feeling much of the game will probably now be... Oh, no, wrong bit. Probably be now done with the Kyra until... oh, and we should go in here as well. Okay. Yeah, okay, so the professional events will help us through a little bit. Right, let's jump in here. Now, this should be massively overpowered. It really should be massively overpowered. I mean, there is a Lotus Carlton, which is awesome. Any game that has a Carlton in it is instantly better. However, we should... Oh. Absolutely thrash the competition here. Or, from what I remember about this vehicle, this is unbelievably quick. Didn't we build one of these into a rally car? Oh no, was that the Gary? That might have been the Gary that we turned into a rally car. Also a very fun, wacky vehicle in Gran Turismo 4. Yeah, it might have actually been the Gary rather than this. They look kind of similar. But yeah, this is very quick. Funnily enough, Bob can definitely win a lot of races with this mad machine. Bob wouldn't have a problem with this lot, because, yeah, this is just significantly faster than competition. So, we did forget the traction control, which is a little bit of a pain. It took a while, but the RNG prize cars have finally come good after too many PT Cruisers. Hello, Cass. What do you want, buddy? Sorry, I've got a cat pawing at my arm, wanting attention. You've had your dinner. You've had fusses. You're just going to headbutt my leg, are you? Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. Jesus, this thing is rapid. I mean, this will pretty much cheese its way through. Any event that this fits in, we can probably cheese our way through. I doubt that any of the AI cars are going to really pose much of a threat to this for a little while. I mean, they will, of course, later on and everything, but yeah, for the moment, we have got... And this is the fun thing with these, like, randomizing of vehicles, is you are going to, at some point, in theory, end up with something really fast. And it's going to be different. So if you go and play this combination, if you have played this combination, it's unlikely that the first seriously quick thing you've got is going to be this particular car, the ZZ2. But yeah, you'll probably have something that's going to get you through a lot of the early events, and it's just a fun... Well, it's frustrating that we had too many PT Cruisers go on. Entertaining for all of you. But that is the luck of the draw. I can't believe we had 2 PT Cruisers in the first 3 races. That is madness, right there. But that is the way it goes. That is the random luck. Don't know how. Still not very familiar with this game's handling. It's going to take me a while to get back used to it. I was once upon a time fairly competent when I played GT4 a lot. Funnily enough, I've lost that. Has been, God, it would have been the last time I played this game. I do not know. There's been a number of years, probably, since I last played it. So yeah, we'll take a little bit getting back used to it all, but it is always a fun game to revisit. I'm sure we will come back to this one for a stream or 2 in the future, just to see where this random car adventure will take us. Because, yeah, who knows what our progress through the game may end up being like. It'll be slightly less... I say there'll be slightly less of the mad turbo boxes, but there's no guarantee on that. There is absolutely no guarantee on that. Was there a Gran Turismo 4 video for the 10th anniversary of the channel? Maybe. Maybe. I can't think what I did on it if I did, but there might have been. There might have been. Yeah, I genuinely can't remember on that one. Hello, Cass. Hello. How are you doing, cute cat? Yes, you're here to cause trouble. Right, Bob can have a go with the car. The Carlton stayed 3rd, I think. We will unleash Bob into the world. A dangerous thing to have been done, to be doing, whatever. Oh, is it the budget car thing where I bought the Merc? Oh, I do remember that. Yes, I do remember doing that one. Is that the budget car thing with like no turbos or something? I think. think that's what I ended up doing with it. But yes, actually, yeah. Now, God, chat remembers or searched. Either way, yes, I do remember doing that one. Let's see how brutally fast Bob will make his way through the pack. Oh, well, he's butt sniffed the prelude immediately. It wasn't your best. Oh no, don't do that, Bob. Leave the poor prelude alone. Come on. No, you're pushing a prelude now. No, you're still pushing a prelude. Bob, you've got that there. There we go. You know those amazing overtakes you had been doing so far? Apparently you've gone back to normal FailRace Bob now, where you just bump into the back of the car in front because you can't figure out how to deal with it. And oh, Bob. It's like you've completely forgotten everything the last few races. I mean, I am saying, well, yeah, I guess push, maybe that was a... But Bob is taking the push instruction a little too, well, literal in this instant. Bob, you literally had the car to the inside. Come on. Now you're definitely on the inside of the photo when you've crashed into it, but you are overtaking it at least. That is something. Now, you can, oh, for God's sake. Bob is pushing. Bob is pushing all the AI cars in front. I mean, you've just ran into the back of a Carlton. You have at least outran it down a straight. Which, oh, and so far, every single car Bob has found, Bob has crashed into at least once. The Carlton is the only car he's only crashed into once. He's now passed the Mercedes and has only crashed into that one once. Maybe we'll just put you on fast rather than push and see if that works. I'm not going to hold out all the hope because I suspect I know what's about to happen. Can Bob get past the VX220 without butt sniffing? I'm going to go probably not, although it is being lined up for a pass down this straight, and that should be easy for Bob. Nope. Well, you definitely hit it. It wasn't the worst butt sniff you've ever done, but you definitely hit the Vauxhall, or the Opel, or whichever one it is. It is the Opel. Mercedes is still ahead of the Carlton, and the Focus is trundling around. And the Prelude, I like the Prelude, but it does feel a bit a lot outclassed. This particular field, especially with the ZZ2, but yeah, with the rest of them, it's going to struggle. I'm Tan saying Bob hit the pace car because you hit everything else. That is the only car Bob has failed to hit at the moment. Bob has hit every car on the way past. The Prelude, particular attention, but apparently Bob likes the Prelude as well. It's not very fast, but yeah, Bob is a fan of the Prelude. It has worked. Bob is to the front. Bob has made their way to the front with, and it admittedly should be. the ZZ2 is very quick. It's, yeah, some 500 horsepower Skyline engine in a fairly lightweight all-wheel drive supercar. It does. The only downside to it is it looks like something created in automation. Now, I know this is a real car and everything, and I know, it's created to be fast without being stupidly expensive, but it does look like someone's made it in automation. It's kind of just that slightly bit generic supercar-y. I mean, I probably couldn't. Actually, no, I could probably build something that looked about like this in automation. I was going to say I probably couldn't build something that looks as good, but I could probably, even my limited skills, could probably come up with something. Oh, did they make one of these? Was it the ZZ1 they made a few more of? It's cool. It's a really cool vehicle, either way, but it looks very much like an automation car. Oh, I didn't. I thought it made it out of the concept stage. Did not realise that. Now there we go. You learn something new every day. Oh, Bob did take a victory, which is quite good. And even Cass gave a little cheer. Well, even Cass is supporting Bob. There we go. Cat Lover, thank you very much for the donation. Speaking of cats, I have a Cass wandering around the chair. It's like, hey FailRace, I've been watching you for the last 8 years, and I've been loving the videos the whole time, so this is the least I could do. Ah, well, thank you very much indeed. I'm glad for your support over many years, and hopefully for many, many more years to come. We have plenty more videos planned in the future. Hopefully we'll keep you entertained for a long time. However, this is going to be the end of the stream. It is time for me to go to bed, as it has got quite late, and I am now rather on the sleepy side. We will come back at some point and continue on with our adventure with the Gran Turismo 4 randomizer. It is a very, very cool little thing. It is, yeah, a very, very good fun, slightly wacky way to play through Gran Turismo. I think it's not a bad selection, apart from the PT Cruisers that we really started off badly with the PT Cruisers. But outside of those, yeah, 190E, Corvette, Mugen, all quite good things. Shame that's not a Roadster for some reason, despite the fact that is clearly not... actually, is it a hardtop? I thought that looked like fabric, like fold lines on it. But no, that looks like fabric. That texture does not look like metal. I don't know. That should still be a Roadster anyway. But, yeah. That is going to be it for this evening's streams. This evening's stream. I shouldn't say streams. We've only had one. Bobface, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, could you put the most naff wheels on it? Well, I guess we can see if there are any terrible wheels around just before we go. Let's go have a look. And here is it. Is this where we find... today's specials, I guess we can find if you've got any terrible wheels. Oh, we've got the silly Mitsubishi wheels. Oh, fun times. Or we can just put it on Steelies. Although I really do need to save every bit of money I get, because we are not the worst. I mean, that's a silly selection. It's not actually the worst selection of wheels on the car. Oh, is the Mugen's roof sealed shut? I guess fair enough. But yeah, there you go. That is going to be it for today. I will be hopefully back streaming on Wednesday. No guarantee quite on the next week as to when streams are going to be. I will let people know when I know in all of that stuff. But yeah, hopefully I will be around for some streams. There will definitely be at least one special stream next week, but we shall see how the rest all pan out. But yeah, that is going to be it from me for this evening. Thank you all very much for watching. A very big thank you to everyone who donated along the way. It is very, very much appreciated indeed. I shall be back soon with some more streaming. But yeah, will be it for tonight. Until next time, goodbye.